What is the worth of adventure without the reward? Standing between the weak and the wicked is an honor, but many do not answer the call. The strongest among us are not heroes of legend. They are those who have seen a dark future for them laid bare and have fought silent wars to find a better path. But sometimes, that future does not want to let go. In those moments, break the silence. Find fellow heroes in the hush. Find the lights in the dark. Let us begin! Woo!
Every time I forget to turn that off.
Oh, your intros are always so good.
Oh, thanks, man.
I don't think you're supposed to turn it off.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn this part of the thing off because we're all scrambled now. Hang on a tick.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Give me 2 minutes to do some technical things here. And yeah.
What do you mean you don't want, like...
Fred can do some interpretive dance.
Oh, it's
for,
really wonky.
Oh, please do.
for y'all
Yes.
yeah,
This is
there
what
you
we
go.
see behind the scenes whenever Fred comes in. All right. Hello, everybody. We'll get into the intro and then I'll try and fix all this stuff up. But in the meantime, we are the Oddities D&D. Hello. We are playing a TAL'DOREI campaign. And if everyone wants to go around, we'll alphabetically, let's do that because the cameras are a thing right now. But we can introduce yourselves and yeah, who you're playing, all that fun stuff.
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Ari, and I play Viria, the Aasimar Warlock, who's very tall and scary looking, but I promise she's actually really secretly nice.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chuck. I feel like I should also dance now. I play a half-orc rogue named Cult, a boy of mystery and really great hair.
Yeah.
F comes after C. Hi, my name is Fred, and apparently I don't know my alphabet. I play Rose, and she's a wood elf barbarian. She's very small and has led a completely normal life. She has no issues at all. Everything is totally fine with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna, I guess, letter X is next.
That it is.
I mean, yes, but wrong, but correct. I am Zanzan. I am your local genderfuck, and I am playing Nagheim, our beloved moody elf.
There you go. And I am still panicking with all the camera stuff, so we are going to go over to lovely Fred over in the corner there, who is going to do us a favor and recap what happened last time.
So I'm not sure how much of a favor I'm doing to everyone by reading, but I will do my best.
Every
After
time.
We just want an excuse to hear your voice because we missed it for like so long.
Exactly.
much. All right, so after settling into Westrun, Nagaheim and Virja find themselves stopping by Trixie's Tricks and Treats, a magic shop run by a bubbly half-satire, half-genasi woman named Trixie Vandersol. The two adventurers browse the Emporium, make a few purchases, including a pair of earrings of messaging, and agree to Trixie serving as our guide to Westrun after a few days. They reunite with Cult and Rose, then head over to a bathhouse for some much-needed rest. Along the way, Cult recognizes a beggar woman as another worshipper of Timora and gives her a pouch of gold. Following their bath, their party trailed Trixie to a dive bar named the Bread and Biscuit. The Oddities get to know each other a bit more, with Cult mentioning he's from Zingorn, and Nagaheim admitting they grew up in Turfsfields. While stepping out for some fresh air, Nagaheim encounters a cloaked figure observing them from afar. They investigate and call upon Cult, Viria, and Trixie to help them find the mysterious individual. Unable to locate this person despite Trixie casting tracking spells, Nagaheim flees in a panic and holds himself up back in the inn. As Viria and Rose stay behind to humor Trixie, who'd been promising to show the oddities a good time, Cult heads off to look for the disappeared Drow and eventually discovers them barricaded in their room at the Wayward Pony.
Excellent.
Well done.
And perfect timing because I am done fiddling with all this stuff. Yeah!
Ooh.
Wow. Nothing motivates you to fix things like being live on the internet. Let me tell you. All right.
We're not professionals.
No, we are not.
We're still learning.
Oh my
Excuse
god.
you, I am a professional.
Oh. Do you
Fine,
have
then.
do you have a badge and a lanyard that says
No, I have a
professional?
name tag.
Oh.
I specialize in profession as well. I'm a professional in the profession.
She's my boss.
Oh, okay.
I'm legally a man of the cloth. That's a weird thing. So, but we can talk about that later. All right. So, like was mentioned, you guys all separated. You split the party yet again.
We never know where.
Well, this might learn you. So as we mentioned at the end, Cult was saying like, oh, you were going to wait for your party to arrive back at the place that you were staying. I let you know that they didn't arrive. The next morning, you and Nagheim make your way to the city square, where unfortunately you see hanging from a tree from their necks. I am totally fucking with you.
Oh.
I mean,
So here's my new
casual morning.
character.
Casual morning.
Oh my god.
I know what-
Split the party, will you?
I have been to your apartment and I can take that painting back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, folks, look over here. Yeah. Chuck made this for me. It's a Vax from Critical Role. And then she went on the internet and she went all famous. I love it to bits.
Just some light fame, diet fame, if you will.
Hey, we will take all the fame.
Low
For our
sodium
friends.
fame.
Yes. All right. Whew. Bringing it back. Viri. Somewhere between the waking world and dream, you recall moments of the last few days. The images that shine brightest in your memory are the ones of a rider on horseback, intent on killing you. Vision blurring at the edges as if a pane of glass was frosting over, only to find the world shifting around you and bending to your intent. The look of shock on the rider's face as you appeared seemingly out of thin air. The heartbeat sound pulsating between your ears as you gripped the hilt of your sword and stared down your enemy. A flash of inspiration cools your senses, and again, reality bends to your will. Shards of ice form over your body, and with it, a sense of calm washing over the heat rising in your face. These moments play over and over again. Even though you try to focus on moments of joy, moments of laughter, moments of peace, these particular moments overlap until it is all your unconsciousness knows. And then, that voice. And when you wake, eyes staring up at the sky, half blinded by the morning sun, a figure steps in to block out the light, and your eyes try to adjust to your surroundings. The slightest movement sends a shockwave from your belly to your brain. What would you like to do?
Um, I'll just. What did I drink?
Hang on, I totally lost everything here.
No problem.
So so your eyes come to focus, a little blinded by the sun, but you look up at the silhouette that looks down at you and... Ah, good morning. So you're finally awake, I see. Care to explain what the fuck happened here?
Well, you tell me. Where am I exactly? And I'll just kind of like take a look around.
Well, as you try to get up, you notice that there's a heavy weight on your abdomen as Rose is face down in your belly, passed out, open-mouthed, and drooling so much that your entire undershirt is now soaked and sticking to your body.
Great. Rose. What? What? And I'll look back to the figure that's been, blocking the sun. I'll be like, have we gotten that drunk?
That would explain much of what's happened around you, I would imagine.
Fucking pillow.
And I'll just
Good
kinda
morning,
like,
sleepyhead. I see you're with us too.
Fucking stun.
oh, Rose, just kind of like try to jab her awake.
Rose will just like turn and I guess remove her head from the pillow that is Viri and just kind of like huddle on the floor and just be like, I'm not awake. Shut up.
Well, you've got 3 seconds before I shove you off me, because I'd very much like to get off.
Oh,
so.
I've removed myself from you. Now
Okay.
I'm cuddled to the floor.
All right, you stay there, and now that I do not have Rose's weight across me, I'll try to, get up. Words are hard. Get up
right.
and look around.
So you see that you are situated along the edge of a great big statue in the middle of the Opal Ward. And looking at you is this figure who you now can make out. A very dark-skinned, almost the same color of skin as Nagheim, face, complexion. Almost cloud-colored hair. Little slashes of gray here and there, but mostly white. 2 horns that go straight back. And full plate armor that is dyed blood red. And a cape attached to their shoulders that is hanging back behind them. And flanking this individual are 4 other guards of the city. All of them with spears at the ready, all of them looking at both of you.
Do I see
Your
Trixie
face is
anywhere?
just like it's a monologue in itself, just your facial expressions right now.
Journey.
Look around. Do I see Trixie anywhere? Because we were with her.
Yeah, you don't see Trixie anywhere.
What?
Miri, what's the fuss?
Well, we're not at all where I remember us being last time.
Is this not
Is there
an
a-
inn?
No, this is the street, and we're surrounded by what appears to be the city guard.
That makes
How can I help you, sir?
Madam, thank you very much.
Oh, madam, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
You're speaking to
So-
Ariana Aridani, captain of the guard.
Ariani?
Oriana.
Oriana. Okay.
Aridani is the last name.
Aridani.
Rose gets up after the revelation that she's not, in fact, sleeping on the floor of an inn, and so she gets up and she's kind of like, "Oh, what?" And she goes and stand next to Vera and be like, "Ariana."
Indeed.
Sup?
Looking
So-
around here, I'm willing to guess that you are perhaps first years at the academy. Yes, this is some sort of prank
The-
that they put you up to.
what academy?
West Hall Academy.
West
Maybe.
Hall?
This is
Well-
not a maybe. This is a yes or no.
No, we actually just got into town. What day are we?
That's a good fucking question. I don't know.
The captain answers your question, and it is
No,
so
she does
many
not.
days from the last-
Yes, exactly. Because she knows. This would have been the next day from when you got there. Hey.
Okay, well, I assume. Well, if she answers, it's so and so day. I mean, well, no, we actually just got here yesterday.
I see. So you are capable of causing this much chaos in one single evening. Is that what you're trying to say to me?
No, but you probably have the wrong people.
Wait, what chaos?
What-
Well, according to these people back here, and you look behind, and as the captain points to these individuals, Viri, your foggy memory starts to come back. You look at one individual, and looking at them, you see that's the barkeep from the bar you all started off the night at. And you remember that at some point during the night, you made your way onto the dance floor just before you left the tavern. Most everyone there gave you a wide berth as there was no music playing, but you danced your heart out. Luckily, Nagheim was kind enough to dance with you a while before leaving. And then you look to the next individual and you see someone with a butcher's kind of thing on and holding like a cow and a chicken under one arm. And you start to piece together, wait a minute. At one point, you set free an entire warehouse full of livestock meant for the local butchers. All while screaming, "You are free, my little godlings!"
Viri did that?
And then they point to the last individual looking at you, Very. And it's a bride. A pissed off bride. And that's when you remember, as the sun started to come up on your long night, in your drunken stupor, you were so emotionally raw that you decided to express your feelings by way of song and entertained an entire room with renditions of All By Myself. But the room in question was a church dedicated to Pelor and the entire wedding procession taking place at the same time. Rose.
Oh god.
This captain goes down the line even further, and you realize that there's someone who's like the maintenance person for like just a custodian kind of person that's like cleaning up the streets and everything, and they're giving you the shittiest look on earth because you recall, now that you get your bearings for where you are and you're feeling like, oh, this is a statue about, oh no, this is a statue. The statue. You peered into the astral plane last night. Believing this was a calling, you began to paint all the colors of the wind. Paint that desecrated the statue made in honor of the Margrave of the city right behind you.
Not desecrated.
Improved.
Ameliorate.
Yes. And then lastly, down this procession of people who are just livid at the two of you, you see people who would be dressed in an attire of working at a laundromat of sorts. However that looks in your head, because I have no idea what they look like. But as soon as you see that, you're like, it smells very clean out here. And you look over, you recall you managed to find an entire barrel full of detergent, and you ran through the city up to the ever-flowing fountain that's located in the middle of the Opal Ward, and then you slam dunked it into the flowing water, causing soap bubbles to brew up and to fill out a good portion of all the streets in the Opal Ward. And you can see this mountain of foam soap bubbles kind of making their way to the statue where you all are.
So we cleaned the city. Okay.
I love that that's the takeaway. So now that you guys kind of piece together the revelation of what exactly transpired the night before, you are looking right into the eyes of a very impatient captain of the guards.
I guess we should see ourselves out before we cause any more trouble, I think is what you are wanting us to do.
I think we were set up.
Well,
Real convincing.
the truth will come out once we reach the Margrave's judgment. If you will please follow me.
Is that really necessary? Can we maybe pay a fine? That
You
way-
see
that
all
way-
four guards behind her with their spears.
Well, there's
It's
no
not
need for
really an option.
violence. I'm just suggesting. I know. I know how and I just follow them. I just say you know how magistrate can be really expensive and costly, and I don't know if all these citizens really want to pay more money for I'm sure my companion and I are more than happy to pay whatever fine and then just solve and let everybody go on their merry day.
You
know?
hear one person, probably the bride, scream, "Hang them!"
How far away are we from the Wayward Pony?
From the Wayward Pony, you see on the map there where it says Opal Ward.
Right, yeah.
You guys were found passed out around the Black King statue.
Yeah, so around here.
Yep.
Well, if I were to message Cult, would that be possible?
How far does message reach?
I think it
Oh,
was
gosh.
500 feet.
Message?
I think we're hoot.
Well,
Or
no,
for the
using
rings.
my
For
earrings.
Right. Crap and hat. I don't really know.
Where is it?
I've got it.
So the
equipped
Wayward
here.
Pony is
It's
here.
500 feet. So
And there's that.
this set of earrings comes in blah, 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 blah.
Great.
When one of these earrings are worn, the wearer can communicate telepathically to another being wearing a matching earring that is within 500 feet.
Of course, this is one of those maps that doesn't have this many squares for that 100 feet.
I'm gonna say that's a no if you're by the Black King statue, just
Yeah.
based on how big city
Can
blocks
let
must have
me-
been at
Yeah.
the time.
I'll display this in Roll20 so everyone has the description.
Oh,
yeah,
I
it is
believe- yeah, I
500 feet
believe
for
you.
this item.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with Chuck on that one. That might be a little too far off, unfortunately. Because, the size of the city is freaking huge. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Good. Let me get my lawyer.
Nagheim.
Wait, do you have a lawyer?
Nagheim's the lawyer.
Please roll a
Yeah.
deception check.
I would like to
Sansan, your
assist.
face.
I mean, I have proficiency in that, so.
Yeah.
I would like to assist.
You would like to assist? Okay, you can roll with advantage.
You read any law books there,
Hmm.
Keen Mind?
That's going to be a no.
Oh, wait, well,
Oh, that's Fred rolling.
yeah, that's Fred's roll.
Okay, all
Wait, are
right.
you assisting me or are you rolling yourself, Fred?
Oh, I don't know which one do you want.
Well, I have a +8 to deception, so I can roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Because that has
That's
the
a
better
nat
odds.
20!
Oh.
Promise. I can send you a picture.
No, I trust you. I trust you.
So 28 total.
Well, it is good that you have representation because you will need it. So, once we arrive at the courts, give me the information where to locate this individual, and I will have the guards summon them to the courts.
Can we ask what are the charge against us so we can tell our lawyer or representation?
Say that first part again.
Is it what are the charges?
Well, I expect general pandemonium, but
That is good observation. I do like that. You know, I wrote them somewhere, but I haven't found them just yet. They're somewhere in the script here. Hang on. Well, I can guarantee that off the top of my head. Disturbing the peace, vandalism, petty theft, public intoxication, impossible ingestion, or distribution of illegal narcotics will probably be on the list.
Wait, stealing? What did we steal? I don't remember stealing anything.
Looking over my shoulder, I do see what appears to be soap bubbles.
detergent.
I do not know that you purchased that. The paints, I do not know where you hide these things, but I do not see any paints on your person. Going by assumption at this point.
Well, how can you prove the paints were, done by us?
Well, I guess we will determine that once we reach the courts. Please, follow me.
Oh, is Fred back or is she still frozen?
Oh, she does appear to be frozen.
Oh no,
Wait,
Oh.
I'm here.
I see her move
Okay, no,
once in a
there you
while.
Now, you did freeze for a little bit, but it's fine.
Oh,
You're still. Oh, okay, now you're back.
Okay, well, so Viria is very tempted to run, but she'll follow. She will follow along for now because she needs to gain access to the Cobalt reserves as much
Fair enough.
mm, God damn it! I could probably take all of them on too.
I mean, you're more than willing to try. I don't know how successful
but she
you
also
will
knows
be.
that making herself an escaped convict
Yeah.
in, a city she has to stay in for the next few days wouldn't be a good idea. So,
Yep.
Very.
mm.
Do you have any experience dealing with law like this?
Well, not really. Back where I'm from, usually conflicts were resolved either amicably.
Yep. There you go.
Amicably.
Are the guards?
Or you would usually duel the person to the death over the conflict. It's one or the other, really, usually. So.
Are the guards within earshot right now? Can they hear our conversation?
Yeah, you guys are like in the middle together, and there's a guard 2 in front and 2 behind, and then the captain is leading the way. So definitely within earshot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Rose is very
do you?
anxious now. No, but this is not good for me.
Is there something? And I'll lower my voice. Is there something I should know?
Um, I will lower and whisper in Vary's ear and say, I'm not sure, but I think I may be wanted. But I'm not sure. Yeah,
Out here or
I don't know.
may complicate things. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can't, go to prison. I've got shit to do, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah,
Let's just go along with it for now, and we'll get the others to help and hopefully be
like I
able
said,
to leave.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm a
Well,
bit
let's
concerned.
keep that hush hush maybe for now, and then we'll see.
Please don't tell the others.
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
thank you.
All right. So, let me do this real quick. Boop. There we go. That's more like it. All right. So, as you are led away from the Opal District, you enter the Margrave's Judicial District, a wide open square where the Margrave's estate is located just across from the Hall of Justice, where the law and the lawbreakers decide their fate. As you look around at all the people walking by, you notice one individual sitting at the corner of the street. Entering the square is none other than the familiar beggar woman some of you had met the night previous. As she watches the two of you be led towards the courthouse, escorted by no less than 4 guards and Captain Oriana, she quickly gathers her belongings and tries to make an unseen escape from the square. Directly across from Margrave's Keep, you watch as a couple of guards are tearing posters that have been displayed all across the wall, either to be displayed for passersby or to get the Margrave's direct attention. Now you walk up to the stairs of the Hall of Reason, and once you enter, each footstep of you and the guards reverberates throughout this domed courtroom. You are brought to some bench seating along the rim of the circular room to wait for the proceedings to start. Looking around you, the chamber has stained glass windows that continue high above you. Near the back wall of the room, you can see a dark wooden dais standing 7 feet tall and casting a shadow along the polished stone floor. Sunlight comes in from the rooftop from some angle, and as the sun moves, the sunlight seems to stay center of the room. Anything you guys would like to say or do before we start the proceedings?
Well,
The
before we go any further, I'd like to, as discussed, fetch my lawyer, my representative, and I'll scowl and just kind of like cross my arms and.
We will not be answering any questions without our representation.
Indeed. Where will I find your representation?
Send for a drow named Nagaheim and a half-orc named Colt. They should be staying at the Wayward Pony. And also, well, maybe our employer, Mr. Waylon Brexis, over at the Cobalt Reserve.
We shall get to it immediately. Guards, with me. And she exits the courtroom with the 4 guards. Which leads me to Cult. You are woken with a soft kick to the thigh. As you come to consciousness, you feel a slight crick between your shoulder blades as you have slumped down against the door you were resting against in the night, and find yourself in such a position that your neck is almost at a 90-degree angle looking down at your belly button. The rest of your body is splayed out across the hallway leading to the other rooms within the Wayward Inn. And slowly turning your head, because the range of motion is slightly limited now, you look up to see 4 guards with spears by their sides gazing down at the display that is you.
Hi, Louie, Emmett. How you doing this morning? Did
Well-
I fall asleep over in the hall?
You are very astute, yes.
I've fallen asleep in the hall. Oh, crikey. Oh, well,
That looks painful.
yeah. You know, I'm not a vagrant. I'm just keeping an eye out. Oh, my friend and I had a bit of a spat last night. Ugh.
Would your friends be a bald, elvish woman and a tall, dark-haired, scary-looking woman?
No, I mean yes. No, I mean yes. They are my friends, but no, they're not the ones I had the spat with. They're in there.
Would that be the drow?
Maybe yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is the drow.
So I take it you are the representation for your other two friends who are now in custody?
For what might I ask? Can I get up? I'm just getting up.
Please,
Getting up.
do you need a hand?
Oh my god. No. But if you got a masseuse in your pouch, crack him out. Set him behind, just between the shoulder blades.
I'm right here.
Just a miniature. You just a pokesauce. Do your work. So he gets up and he's just like trying to tidy himself nervously. Right. So my two friends, Rose and Veery, and he's almost like trying to lead the guard. One of the guard or captain of the guard to answer him with like, Rose and Veery were arrested for
Crimes against the city.
like mischief or public drunkenness.
It is yet to be determined the length and breadth of their crimes.
So not like murder. That's not them. Maybe a little bit of like shouting in the streets, but I can't imagine them doing anything beyond that. Their character is beyond reproach. We're part of an adventuring group hired by Waylon Brexis of the Cobalt Soul. It's quite high up, you know.
I am still very impressed.
Indeed, as you should be. Because I'm sure if some people higher up in the echelons of government,
Such
heard
as the
about
captain
mine.
of the guard?
such as the captain of the guard,
That would be
My-
me. Shall we get your friend?
With that, Nagheim would most likely just open up the door and just be like, well, that was awkward.
Can I ask you a question, Nagheim? Did you stop freaking out at any point during the night?
It would have, the full-out panic attack would have tired Nagheim out at
Okay.
some point. Between all the running and everything,
Mm-hmm.
they probably didn't fall asleep in their bed. They most likely, while trying to figure everything out, passed out at a desk or something.
Okay.
oh, would I? I didn't have a comfortable sleep, but would have I had a long rest?
Yeah, because much like Nagheim, with all the kind of like just pent up and everything like that, you were coming down from like all the adrenaline and just that's why you are passed out the way you are. So yeah, everybody got a great night's sleep. I'll say that much.
So, question, Captain.
Yes.
This is my compatriot, Nagheim.
Ah,
I'm sure.
the lawyer.
Was it just the two of them?
Yes.
Or was there a satire woman there?
A satyr woman or a satyr woman?
Satyr? Whatever. Satyr. Words are hard.
You know, a satyr woman, I mean, you could introduce me to such individual, but
A satyr.
is there another person we should be on the lookout for?
Well, the person who was left with them, who kept being more of a instigator through the night. I can't remember her name. I have it written down though.
Trixie Vandersol.
Trixie? Yeah.
Yeah, Trixie
Yeah,
Vandersol.
Trixie Vandersol. It's right here. Yeah, Trixie. She owns a magic shop.
You see the captain of the guard's eyes just kind of roll back, and she almost goes for like the nose pinch, but she's like, yes, I am familiar with this individual.
Long story short, I had a panic attack and kind of, I guess against my better judgment, trusted her. And I guess I should not have.
I failed to see how a panic attack and a distrustworthy individual led to the chaos that our city is now under.
Oh, because I left the group to come back here because I was having
So
a
you're
panic
saying you
attack.
are the guilty party?
No, I'm saying it's probably Trixie because I don't trust her.
Ah, I see. Well, why don't you and your half-orc friend here join me, and we shall straighten all this matter out at the Hall of Justice. Please, this way.
2 seconds. And Meg, I'm just gonna turn back and just go to a mirror and just quickly fix themselves up. But make sure their hair is tied back properly and everything.
Ah, a magic user. It would be recommended that you do not do such displays while in the Hall of Justice.
Well then,
Yeah,
quick, Nagham, do my teeth.
Done.
Thank you.
Meg, I'm just gonna turn to them and be like, I'm assuming there would be no mirror or need for me to do such a thing. However, I am not going to be going out in public looking hungover.
Put your best face for it. Forward.
This does not concern me. And as she turns to leave, you can see her kind of doing that across her teeth once she sees what you did for her cult, and she's like, oh shit. And
I just can't bear an unbrushed tooth.
oh, I know, like the
Take
fuzzy
care of
sweater
your
thing.
teeth,
Yep.
God, I had. Oh no, I won't get into it now. We're live.
Um,
I know
Right, so
stories.
That's his story.
as we're
Brush your teeth, people.
Yes.
Brush your teeth.
PSA from the Oddities: brush your damn
Oh my
teeth.
God. As we're going, Albert will kind of be perched on Nagheim's shoulder, and Nagheim's just kind of, just through their telepathic connection, be like, if you're gonna do anything, now would be a great time to help. I just kind of like look at the bird and be like, or not. We'll see how this goes.
As you're walking, Nagheim, you feel Albert kind of peck at your cheek, and then a couple more times.
I guess I'll turn to look at where he's...
And you see Albert doing that one-eyed bird thing, just looking straight forward at the guard that's in front of you, the captain of the guard. Make a perception check.
I keep waiting for Harry to bark.
Same.
I'm just like, come on, Harry.
We need to summon them. Okay, 3, 2, 1, we say Albert. 3, 2, 1. Albert!
Albert.
He looked at me. I got that like dog, you know when the dogs lift up their eyebrow and then you just see a little bit of the white?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
We'll
Okay,
take it.
This is my discipline dice. Oh god. Oh. 21.
Good.
I rolled a 15.
As you are walking through the streets towards I keep calling it the Hall of Justice. That's Justice League. Hall of Reason. You notice the shield on the back of the captain. And while she has a dark matted kind of blood stain to her armor, the shield itself has a matte black kind of finish to the front of it. And every time there's like a little trick of the light, you can see that there are 2 layers to it. So there's the I guess, the lighter finish in the background, but then there's a raised finish that shows the emblem of a raven's head. You know that to be the symbol of the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep on going.
Wait, isn't that one of the deities that's not allowed
In Vasselheim.
Yeah.
in Vasselheim? Okay.
Although it is present in Vasselheim, it's just not.
Oh, it's not in Vasselheim. It's over on Wildmount. Sorry.
Oh.
in,
My brain was right there
in
with you
the
too. Yeah.
Dwendalian
That's
Empire.
it. That's the one. That's
yeah,
the one.
sorry. I'm like, it's not allowed somewhere, but just the other continent.
Yeah.
Haters
Nagheim
gonna
is-
hate.
Nagheim is pale. At that.
Little upchuck
Mhm.
right there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what about me?
You are not upchuck. You are gorgeous. All right.
Okay. Like I'm just like, and just in their head constantly like, I'm dead already. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Great. Great. I'm dead. And that's all they're thinking.
All right. Cult, anything you want to do before you enter the Hall of Reason?
Yeah, you
don't
his
say.
His mind's racing. But there's no solutions. Nothing that he technically wants to do. Nagheim, you're really smart. Are you familiar with the law at all? Like, I mean, I kind of gave a lot of my money away. I don't know if I can afford bail.
Well, I lived a little more disconnected from everything. So
I-
we'll see.
Can relate to a degree.
Hopefully Trixie can
Oh,
clear
yeah,
this up.
like as
since
a
I'm-
witness.
I am sure she is the cause of most of this.
You think so? I found her quite pleasant to be around.
Virian, I did not trust her from the start. I
Hmm.
didn't trust her. Didn't really like her. I thought you and Rose would like her though.
I mean, we did.
So,
So,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
sorry about last night. I kind of.
You know, it's fine. I
I-
don't like. I don't
appreciate-
one. I don't like it if you're upset. Two, I really don't like it if you're upset and I don't know where you are. Like you
Uh,
said, you grew up kind of disconnected.
Yeah.
You just kind of look like this perfect purplish marshmallow, and it's raining really hard, and I'm trying to keep the rain off of the marshmallow so it doesn't disintegrate. Does that make sense?
I appreciate it.
We
But a
need that on a
marshmallow that
t-shirt.
could like literally crush you. A little drow marshmallow that could literally like crush you with their magic. So, just saying. Okay, let's
Yeah.
get our friends out of jail.
Or try.
No, I believe in us. We'll do it.
Yeah.
The sunlight just hits those clean teeth, and it's just like a little.
Fair enough.
Like the, Bishoujo manga kind of like sparkle. Like,
Pink filter.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So
Okay, we walk in.
you bet. Well, you're led in. Let's be honest.
We're let in.
All right.
Get
so
out of my way.
you enter the same circular chamber as your friends, and you see them seated off to the side. And the captain of the guard, Oriana, is nice enough to wave you over towards your friends so you can contemplate or not contemplate, converse. There we go, with your friends before the proceedings start. You're reunited! Hey!
Before we go, Nagheim will turn to the captain and be like, "Are you going to locate Trixie, or?"
I am sending 2 guards over to her magic shop as we speak.
I mean, if you think 2 is enough.
I'm
Nagheim will just
sorry.
kind of walk away.
I didn't realize that you were a captain of the guard too. Telling me how to
No.
do my job.
No,
This
she's
day
just
is going to go
okay.
very well for you. I know that.
Oh no.
Do you
She
know the
turns
Fae?
away.
Oh,
Nagheim's just there like, the Fae will crush you.
Mm.
Not my problem.
Mary Rose, oh my god, are you okay? Well, let me check you. Did you get hurt? What happened? Did you just drink a lot and then like vomit in a fountain or something? Or was there actual destruction? They're taking this very seriously. I do not have a lot of money to bail you out, but I think Nagheim's going to take care of it all because they are ridiculously smart.
Listen, the last thing I remember is that, you know, Rose and I stayed behind to humor Trixie because she was super excited about showing us something, and next thing I know, Rose is pouring detergent into was it the harbor?
It was
actually
the
did
fountain.
that?
The fountain, and I'm crashing
lower
a
your voice.
wedding.
Lower your voice.
So,
I actually did that stuff.
apparently, I don't...
Do you not
I don't-
remember? You've always been
No.
you always seem to be able to hold your liquor quite
Well,
well.
that's the thing. I've
That's
never
the
been this
problem.
drunk, so...
Do you think we were someone put something in our alcohol?
Well, Trixie
Possibly.
could have done something, because she wasn't around this morning when we woke up, so...
Nagaheim.
Oh.
Nagaheim.
Hmm?
Nagaheim. Can,
What?
can you tell if there was a spell on us? Can you detect past magic? Maybe there was a spell on us.
Unless it leaves a very obvious arcane trace, no.
Because, everything was kind of a blur. Would she thinks, like, for a few seconds, would
I-
some kind of charm magic
Everyone,
would have done this?
I know
You can be charmed.
I'm kind of
Yeah, I know,
but I can handle my drink.
Oh,
You're-
Rose, you are lagging.
You are frozen again.
Some Fred sticks.
Oh, I think we lost her completely there.
Oh.
Oh,
she's
there
back.
she is.
She's back. Can't hear you.
Can you repeat the
I
last
was
thing you
in
said,
the-
Rose?
There
Okay.
we go.
Oh, sorry. I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, because I know, you know, charm magic exists and everything. Would that be something Trixie's capable of? Because...
Oh, more than capable of.
Well, I mean, see, I thought she was quite nice, but I mean, I guess I was wrong about a person.
Not
Me?
every
Wrong.
not every bad person is bad to every single person.
Is that a thing?
Well,
That's why people worship
unfortunately,
deities.
you can't really judge a book by their cover. So,
Life would be so much easier, but I get it. If only we could just open it and then read a little bit about the person. Might be a dick sometimes and cause mischief. Oh, I see. Well, I'll be prepared.
I'm gonna look around. Are there guards staring at us?
There are guards, 2 at the entranceway, 2 on either side of the dais that's like the judge's bench, and then situated about 15 feet around the edge. Every 15 feet, there's another guard. So there's one within earshot of you, and then another one by where the doors are.
well, I'm sorry for calling upon you, but I was hoping one of you might have known how these proceedings and usually happen.
I don't know. I mean, you're not in shackles, and the townspeople aren't chasing you with pitchforks or fire, so that's
Oh, they
good.
looked pretty pissed though.
I think the biggest worry we have is like the cost of perhaps paying the fines to repair the damages. I have actually thrown soap into a water feature before, so I do know how long it takes to clean it out. But it doesn't damage the granite or the stonework, so you're good there.
Well,
It's also,
So-
if you care about your standing and reputation, that can also affect the work you do if you've been arrested and people hire you, blah, 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 blah.
Well, we did
Um,
offer them to be like, oh, let's avoid costs and blah blah blah, paying the judge and taxes. We'll pay the fine, and they didn't want us to pay the fine.
Did you piss off a lot of people? Because sometimes
remember
people
anything.
like justice and like seeing those. I mean, and I'm saying this as like not in an accusatory way. I don't really. I think something's fishy going on, and you two haven't done anything.
well, I guess we'll see. It's just
I
that
mean-
all I know is that I'm not going to prison. No matter what, so
I don't think you'll go to prison. If anything, they'll slap
I'm
you with
not.
a big
I'm not.
fine.
They'll have to kill me. So
This just got way extreme.
That elevated really fast. What I was
Barry is
gonna
a
say
very extreme person.
Honestly,
So
it would have to be the
I
same.
mean,
I'm
it
not
is
sounds
you're probably going to get
motivated
community work help cleaning up whatever messes that have happened. A fine and some community service. You might have to stand in the middle of the square and like wear a sign saying, "I'm a drunken buck and kids don't do this," like like a service announcement to the youth.
sounds so stupid. I don't understand these big cities.
Why would I be punished for something I didn't do?
I mean,
And
you
I'm
shouldn't
perfectly-
be.
I'm perfectly
shouldn't be.
capable for admitting things that I did wrong, and we can get into these later on, of course. But I did not do these things.
If anyone can
She
own
sits
it,
back.
it's you, Rose.
Just a note for Viri and Rose. I don't know if you're trying to deceive your friends, but you guys for sure did those things.
Yeah, we remember doing those things.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Very vague
denying it.
memories, but
No, not even vague. Very crystal clear as soon as you saw the people. But you guys keep going on with the charade. Yeah, go for it. I love this.
well, there is no intent of doing these things.
Yeah, I think something has gone. I mean, if they find Trixie, then I mean, the answers are going to be there. I've heard they have ways of making you talk.
Are you making fun of my accent?
My little Joe. Oh no!
I'm just fucking with you. Don't worry.
Wow.
So,
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Nagheim's gonna walk up to just one of the closest guard.
You see the guard face you, shield at the ready, and with their spear.
Intimidation tactics, clever. Am I allowed to have a breath of fresh air outside before
Say again?
things start? A breath of fresh air outside, just since I'm not up for trial.
You're asked to be here. You will remain here until the Margrave says otherwise.
I can't just stand in the front door with it open.
He
I'll
doesn't
leave
say
my-
anything else.
Could we get some water over here,
Is it a
please?
human? What is their race?
What's that?
What is the guard's race?
Kind of hard to tell because they're wearing like a helmet that would like cover most features. Male, you know that much.
Okay.
Why, you want to throw a racial slur or something?
Obviously.
You want to be that show?
No.
Yes.
Just wondering. I'm gonna, while walking back, I'm gonna kind of try to look around to see if there's anything else of the Raven Queen.
Make a perception check. Wait, you know what? That would... I'll tell you what, I'll give you the option. Either religion, because you're looking for religious iconography, or perception, just because you're looking around.
I'm gonna do perception, but I'm
Okay.
also gonna use my my inspiration that I had.
Sure.
So I rolled a 6. So bad dice.
Hail.
Hey. Tell it.
That one.
Hey.
So 6 and 12.
12. Looking around, whether it's due to your frustration with the whole circumstance right now, or just being flustered at the fact that you witnessed that iconography in the first place, you're not picking up on anything within the courts.
Okay.
You said 12?
Yeah.
Perception, right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. That's all you see.
How many guards are there right now?
Ooh, good lord. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll say at least 10.
All right.
And at that moment, dun dun dun, slow, sharp footsteps echo through the air. A severe-looking man steps up behind the dais and seats himself next to a large stack of parchments. He carries deep frown lines across his forehead. Dark circles sink into his face underneath cold black eyes. Brown shoulder-length hair, parted almost meticulously down the middle, shows exposed scalp where the part has been made over and over through the years. The guards motion you forward, and as you all step into the center of the courtroom, the sunlight from behind the dais beams down directly into your face as if you were under a watch light. All of your eyes squint against the bright light as you try to look directly at the Margrave, who rarely looks down to meet your gaze. And as you shield your eyes, the light is constantly in your eyes, and when you try to close them, you close your eyes and you see the silhouette of the iconography that is in the window above, of Erithis, the lawbearer. A voice rings out around the courtroom.
I am Margrave Rictus, overseer of the law in Western. As appointed by King Uriel TAL'DOREI III, long may he reign. I see you are all brought here before the court for disturbing the peace, vandalism, petty theft, public intoxication, and possible ingestion or distribution of illegal narcotics. You will each state your name, place of birth, reason for entering this city, and a brief summary of your personal accounts, which will be weighed against already obtained accounts provided by witnesses to your transgressions. To expedite these proceedings, I will warn you now that should I detect any falsehood in your statements, we have at the ready members of the Westhall Academy and the Cobalt Soul who will issue the use of magical or physical means to extract the truth. Let the proceedings begin. Fuck, that hurt.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, I just heard in my head, bum 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 bum.
The Ace Attorney episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
You okay? That sucked.
No.
I mean that ruled, and I even loved that you hurt your hand for the roll.
Yep.
Oh,
I have this one knuckle injury, of course, on my middle finger that I sustained during a bowling, like I'm a bowler. And my finger got caught when I threw the ball, and it kind of, the knuckle. So every time I do something like that, I forget that it's there, but every time I do something like that, it just shoots pain right up. Doesn't matter. We're on the internet. Hey, let's go. So we will do top corners and then bottom corners. So Viri, Rose, Cult, Nagheim in that order.
So remind me, name,
Yep.
place of birth.
Yep. Reason for
Anything
entering
else?
the city, and
Okay.
and brief summary of your personal accounts.
Very from the Athavern Enclave. I was hired by Mr. Waylon Brexis to escort him to the city and, I guess, previous employment includes, mercenary work.
And your personal accounts of the night.
Oh, my personal accounts of the night. I suspect foul play, actually. So, we were at the Bread and Biscuit Tavern, enjoying our night, when my friend Nagaheim here had, a little moment of panic, ran out, and my associate Rose and I stayed behind to humor our host for the night, Trixie of Trixie's Tricks and Treats, and she wasn't there when we woke up, so I suspect she has, a role to play in all of this.
Interesting. Viri, you said Virya? First name, last name?
Virya Oddrena. 2
Oddrena.
words. Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Hello.
Hello.
Michael.
Get ready.
My name is Rose. I'm from the Riffimus jungle. I'm sorry, there's no specific place, but from that area. I don't know if that's good enough for you. Your honor? Is that how do I call you?
I am the Rictus Margrave.
Mr.
Or no, I am the
okay.
Margrave Rictus.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rictus's name.
It's
Mr.
been a long day
Margrave,
for me, please. I apologize.
the reason
I have
for
not had
entering-
my coffee.
Just a full day in small claims court. Ugh.
He is
my
literally
reason-
Judge Judy.
My reason for entering the city is just like my companion. We're accompanying Mr. Waylon Brexis, and before that, we're actually a troupe of adventurers helping people. And before that, I was employed by a circus, just helping assemble the tent, selling tickets, distributing flyers. So just your run-of-the-mill, helping people out. And my personal accounts of the night, just like my companion said, we were at the tavern. Our friend Nagaheim, everything that Viri just said is what I remember. And then we stayed with Trixie, and the next thing I knew, I woke up where your guard found us. I was really drinking with Trixie, and then on the ground.
Next.
Oh,
Pardon. Rose.
technically,
Correct?
Yes, my name is Rose. Yeah,
First name, last name,
that's my first name. Yeah.
no last name?
Well, my family has disowned me, so really there's no last name anymore.
I see. Next.
taking a note here.
Next!
Considering I'm not under charges, I don't understand why I have to. Well, it's cult anyway. I was born in Singorn. I'm here as well because Waylon Brexis hired us as his guard when we were coming in from my previous employer, the Slayer's Take. And my personal account is I wasn't there, but my 2 compatriots here have been truthful and saying they were with Trixie that evening, and we left them to enjoy their night as my other compatriot, Nagheim, and I returned to the inn where we were staying. Dang, what's it called?
Wayward pony.
The Wayward Pony. Lots of W inns that we're staying in.
Yeah, I named mine first, and then I saw the map. I was like, oh shit.
Never apologize. And
Speaking
so
of-
that's basically my view of the accounts. Now, as a player, do I recognize the Margrave?
All right.
Margrave Rictus, jeez. It has been a long day.
Make a history check.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
I'm getting
use
closer to getting at least one check for all abilities here, guys. Yes!
That's a 24.
Oh, you so know this guy.
Does he recognize me?
Not yet. But with that,
Cult. First name, last name.
Holt's my last name.
First name.
I simply go by Colt now.
This does not help me in any such way. Do
Colt
we need to
removes
call
his
forth?
hat.
say again.
Colt removes his hat
Okay.
and is pointedly staring at the Margrave. And I don't know if I can use my feature.
Remind me what feature you're talking about?
I can't. Can I message to you? Oh, can I message to you privately in Discord?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
We can do anything.
You can do anything.
Whispers.
Oh, yeah, hey.
There. There it is.
Secret plan. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, okay. That's more of like a general kind of thing, like people's perception.
I mean to use it in a general way.
Yeah. I don't think it would really work here because this is like a place of
totally
law
fine.
that's trying to like keep things, But we shall see.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, if you guys go through like features and everything like that you think can play a part like going forward, please let me know because I can't remember everything.
Absolutely. That's why I kind of wanted to like give you a little maybe,
Coolio.
but I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Colt's just that's my name. Don't swear it out.
In the instance that we require payment for your transgressions, a family name is required in order to collect payment should you not be able to do so.
Considering I'm not under arrest for anything and do not have to pay anything for said transgressions, I feel like my name is sufficient.
That is
Your
yet to be
Honor.
seen. Next.
Takes a step back.
First name Nagheim, last name unknown. I come from Wildmount. My family may be alive or dead. And with that, Nagheim will glare over at the captain of the guard, but specifically at her shield. My recollection of the evening, we were with Trixie. She said she wanted to show us the town and had a surprise at the end for us. However, during the evening, there was somebody who seemed to have been following me, or us, in a black cloak. I had brought the group together to try to find them. Sadly, we did not. That induced a panic attack in myself. So, I went back to the inn, and Colt followed. The other two stayed with Trixie, and that is all I know.
And I am told you are the representative of this group.
Oh my god.
I
They're
love
all
the nose
sitting
laugh that we can all hear. Just
Like, I'm just gonna be like, I will do what I can.
Oh, man.
sorry, I'm crying. Hold on. That was really funny.
At this point, I deem it necessary for the members of the Westall Academy to please issue the zone of truth around these individuals, seeing as 3 of which withheld information.
I don't.
These-
I'm just there like, I don't know my last name.
That's fair.
I
He's
don't-
never really come across that, so. So, now, if someone wants to look up Zone of Truth real quick for me, just to see if there's like some sort of saving throw that you all have to
There
beat.
is.
Yeah?
Compendium.
Does it depend on the caster?
I'm gonna post it in the compendium.
Okay.
I believe I can do that. Can I post it in here? Wait, why can't I post this? Well, Zone of Truth.
Yes.
15-foot radius sphere created on a point of your choice within range until the spell ends. Any creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts their turn there must make a charisma saving throw. And it all depends on the caster's
Okay.
saving throw.
And that's by a cleric? Yes?
There, I
Bard
posted the
cleric.
description in Roll20.
An affected creature in the area of the spell can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie, but it cannot lie. It has to remain within the boundaries of the truth.
Okay. Where you at? Where you at? Crap in a hat, crap in a hat.
I didn't think I was going to sweat this much about Zone of Truth.
Oh, for crying out loud, where is it? There it is. Hey. Okay. So, everybody, make a charisma saving throw, please and thank you.
Zone of Truth is not considered a charm spell, right?
Charisma saving throw.
It's an enchantment.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw? Yep.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, dang it. Well, ignore that wisdom saving throw, please. I will not take it.
And Nagheim?
Let's do charisma.
Do you want me to roll in person in the thingy?
Yes,
I
please.
rolled a. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
I didn't lie, so I don't give a shit. I would have let it take me anyway.
That's you don't gotta convince me.
Like, I mean, the thing is, Nagheim isn't trying to beat the saving throw, anyway. Like, I would have purposely.
That's
failed
good.
it.
That's good because you totally did. So hey. All right.
Can Colt say a little prayer at a time more and use one of his lucks to re-roll that, please?
I'll call it. Yeah.
Please, oh dear goddess, save me from
damn it.
myself.
Should have used inspiration.
Oh, you can.
It's not too late.
Use it. Yeah.
Oh, that's worse. Now, do I have to take that one?
Yeah.
If I use my inspiration, can I
I'm
just
using
roll
another
again?
luck.
Say it again.
I have inspiration from like an old inspiration. Can I just roll again?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Go for it.
If I can get better than 10.
Stuck with the 14.
We're gonna go with 10.
Oh, you have to go with 6 now.
Yeah.
Not with inspiration.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's luck that you have
Oh,
to stick
okay.
with. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the
never
one
mind.
who screwed themselves.
Oh,
I
you
had
all
14.
screwed.
Oh, I had a 14.
Out of all of you, the highest is Viri with 10. So, and you needed a
And that's a
19.
3. And that's a 3. So
Yeah.
it's 3 plus 8. No, 2 plus 8. Jeez, that's a 2. Anyway,
Hey, what's math? All right.
I'm tired.
So, as per the rules of the spell, you guys cannot lie. It's not forcing you to speak. So, there's that.
It's like pleading the fifth almost.
In hearing all of your testimony just now, not once do I hear anyone's account for the actions that took place last night. Need you be reminded, disturbing the peace, vandalism, petty theft, public intoxication, which some of you have admitted to, possible ingestion or distribution of illegal narcotics, which may be why no one is talking about the events, because of said ingestion of illegal narcotics.
What illegal? I remember drinking. And I
remember
remember, dancing in the bar. Is that illegal?
Please continue.
And
What
then,
else do you remember?
Oh yes, I remember setting free a bunch of animals because,
Ah.
I think you should hunt your own game instead of, butchering random animals, but whatever. And I remember maybe, trying to liven up a very drab wedding. But other than that, that's, no narcotics. I don't know what those are about.
We shall say that the narcotics is speculated due to the nature of the events and your lack of memory.
Well, so you're trying us on speculation then, aside from what I've already mentioned, which is,
Aside
you know,
from
while-
you admitting
while-
to... Excuse me! This is my courtroom.
I'll cross my eyes and my eyes will narrow at him, but I won't say anything.
You'll cross your eyes?
No, I cross my arms and narrow my eyes.
I heard eyes.
Dude,
I'm like,
I heard
okay.
Yeah, I'll, cross my eyes.
I just wanted to see it.
There, are you happy now?
So happy.
very, very.
By the way, you have nice eyes today. The makeup is on point. That's great.
Oh, thank
Oh
you.
yes,
You're welcome.
it is very good.
It was a mistake, actually.
It was a very good
Don't
mistake.
rub it in. Like, oh, this was just an awful mistake here. It just
This was
looks
just
gorgeous.
me.
God. I'm here looking like a goddamn orange. I can't do that.
Oh, hush.
Anyway,
You have admitted now disturbing the peace,
Mm-hmm.
public intoxication,
Well, I mean, I was in a bar when I got intoxicated, apparently, so... Unless the tavern isn't licensed to sell alcohol. Which, that is not my,
That's a tavern issue, not a very issue.
Mhm.
he points over to Rose.
Does the tavern not have a license? Is that the problem?
what is your accounts for the evening once again? And I will remind you all, my patient is wearing thin.
Well, so is mine.
Your Honor,
Well,
two
Like I
people
said, you
here.
know-
I believe I was talking to the elven woman.
I was drinking and then I woke up in the streets. But I do have some vague memories. Very, 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 very fuzzy. Something about suds and also very
been fuzzy
colorful
because-
paint. But I don't really remember that much. Just, very, very fuzzy memories. And I'm the kind of person who drinks a lot, Your Honor. And I've dabbled with drugs before, but not here, not in this city, never in your city. I've dabbled in drugs, and I've always remembered the things that I've done, and I've never done things like this. So this is really unusual, and I think maybe someone did something to our drinks, or maybe we were given an enchantment. Something bad happened to us, but like really, I didn't do this. I didn't want to do anything bad, and I don't think I did anything bad. I think someone did something to me, Your Honor. You get you understand?
I just wanted you to talk as much as you wanted to because we've missed you for 2 weeks. So more. We've missed you for more.
3
And
weeks.
even though it's Rosen's zone of truth, it still sounds all like bullshit. Fantastic. Sure, I drink, but I don't do this.
No, yeah, I've done drugs, but not these drugs.
Not the drugs here. It's so
If
awesome.
that ain't me.
You may understand how hearing such confession does not instill me with trust in your actions or your word. You
But to be
mentioned
fair, you're the one who put me in zone of truth, so I tell my truth. You have to truly believe me. Believe me.
I do
Give and
believe
take,
you.
give and take.
I do believe that
You
you
do?
were in possession of paints. Paints that desecrated my statue.
Your Honor, I have no paint. There's
Hey,
no
Rose.
paint.
Rose, make a perception check on your hands. It's a really low roll. Go for it.
Rose is busy checking.
I'll
her
give you
pockets for
advantage
paint.
even.
Oh no. Well, I mean,
I rolled a 23.
Yeah, you did. You're pretty sure you've not been multicolored your entire life, but your hands sure are at this moment. I mean, you are a very colorful individual, but not physically. Like,
Saucy DM tonight. Ooh, you little
This-
scamp.
I've touched paint, but I don't have paint.
Until we hear from this Trixie.
does anyone recall her last name?
Vandersol.
Vandersol.
It's just that I don't think Viria recalls it, but her last name is Vandersol.
We'll say a guard in the background. Trixie Vandersol!
Mm.
Vandersol.
I mean, Nakai would remember. I don't remember shit.
Before I see your hand, just hang on.
Trixie Vandersol. Until we hear confirmation and testimony from this Trixie Vandersol to determine her involvement in these facilities. I cannot talk. I need my coffee. Where the fuck is my coffee?
You're just upset over your statue. It's understandable.
Or this fucking accent that I came up just before we started.
Yes.
Until
all
we hear
about it.
confirmation of her involvement in these proceedings, we will have the guard escort you to the stockades to wait until further commencement of this trial.
Go ahead,
Yes, Your Holiness. I have a
Rose.
question.
No, not the holy.
Can what if we were enchanted? Can your mage see if there's like a remnants of like magic on us? Maybe there was someone put a spell on us that made us do all these things.
Something.
Because like your mage did that zone thingy for the truth, and we can talkie and do speak our truth. Maybe they can detect if there's someone enchanted us and put a charm on us and like made us do these things. Can they do that?
Charming magic, perhaps?
And with that, the cloaked figure, not a black cloak figure, don't freak out. The cloaked figure steps forward, does a little bit of an incantation. Nothing aside from like the zone of truth that you are currently in, and one magical item on cult. Oh, well, no, each of you have some magic items on you, but nothing of significance, nothing within your person, so to speak, such as an enchantment or a charm.
Maybe
There
it's a
goes that
one-off.
theory.
No, don't,
Late.
don't. I just tell this to Rose, obviously, but no, don't. Let's
Oh no,
let's.
I think they did it too late.
Yeah, I
Just
could
to
have.
approach the bench, Your Honor.
Say that again.
Permission to approach the bench, Your Honor.
What is your purpose?
I just want to have a quick private word, if I may.
No.
And he keeps his head down while he's scribbling away.
Permission to have the guard bring you something, Your Honor.
Permission to stay quiet in my courtroom.
I'm pretty sure this could speed things up if you really want your coffee and want this day to be over.
We were offered to fetch representatives and lawyers, and one of them is speaking
Which
up
apparently
One of
you
the
did.
representatives. I'm being treated like a criminal, and I'm not having it.
now.
Interesting. You associate yourselves with people who would disrupt my city, and yet you claim to be innocent of proceedings. This is very amusing to me. It is hereby determined that you shall be escorted to the stockades, for which time... Darling? Darling, oh, it is you! Look at you, you've grown up so big and strong! Look at you all dressed in black, you look so sinister! Ah, it's almost sinful. Ah, I just made a joke. How are you? How's your mother? What brings you here to Western, of all places to run into you? Oh, my manners, you remember Vethrium, of course?
You all see an elvish woman who's just like a walking chandelier with like a champagne glass figure, because she's all up in your business up here and all up in your business down below. But right here is just sucked in, and her face is kind of, you could tell she's had some magical work done, so to speak, because her face is kind of shaped like very thin, very long, but buggy eyes. She kind of looks like the head of the praying mantis on the back of Rose's skull right now. She's just got that face like, as she's walking towards you, just fat lips and everything, and hair pulled back. And as she moves towards Colt, you see her just kind of skirting little baby steps because the dress is way too fucking tight on her. And you see tailing behind her is this like just emo kind of dude who's got like a coif of like hair over his elven face covering one eye, and he's got like white, definitely dyed white hair with a jet black streak over top of him. He's just holding a rock and just kind of like talking to himself as he trails up behind this individual.
Oh my God,
He
it's
is a
the Lady
teenager.
Danzig.
What's that?
I said
said
me as a teenager.
Yeah.
I said Millennium Danzig.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Madam, we are in the middle of proceedings. Please, if you can escort yourself off the premises, I need to do my job. Quiana, please let me. Oh, hush! You're such a fussy button.
And you see this individual walk up to the judge's bench and just kind of have like a little hush to hush. And you see the Margrave, his face is like contorted, and he's like, I'm working. And she's like, just brushing him off and all this kind of stuff. The kid with the dark hair, he's still just, life, it's hard.
I nudge Rose next to me. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
just wait it out, guys. I'm sure this will be
Yeah,
all.
do you know
I do know this woman,
Do you know
obviously.
And at that point, pish posh. Come, everybody, follow me. Let's go out. We should go to lunch. Have you eaten yet? Oh, I know this fabulous place around the corner. Come, everybody, come.
And you see
The Margraves. It is my understanding that the charges will be dropped. Please be go about your business. Do not do anything. Again, I good evening. This court dismissed. Fuck again.
I'm
We
dumb.
have to find you an actual gavel.
Yeah, no, I don't ever want to play this dickhead again. Anyway, so all four of you are quickly ushered. Cult, you are grabbed underneath the arm by this individual and led outside into the sunlight of the open way. And let me just switch this back.
Mayhem's just there like, why was he threatening to throw me in there? Is it because I'm a drow?
What happened?
I knew this would happen. And that's just all
darling,
Mayhem's
how
doing.
are you? It's so good to see you. What are you doing in Westrun?
Wait, who
Are you here with your mother?
What's that?
Who is this?
This is Quiana Singush. You know her to be a noblewoman of Westrun. She is a family friend of your mom. She lives in Westrun, but she frequents Singorn once in a while just to visit with family friends. Very, very wealthy, like to the point where she has a lot of influence, clearly. And yeah.
Okay, thank you. And his eyes are darting at Viri, Rose, and Nagheim, and he's just, mother's fine. I'm just on break right now from school.
Oh, lovely. Where are you attending school? I should send Vethrium there. He's such a tease when it comes to school.
Well, father wanted me to go to that military school, and after boarding school, I decided to go, but I'm just on a quick little break right now, and I'm going to be returning there forthwith. I've just
Lovely,
with my
lovely.
friends and
Following in your father's footsteps. That's so noble of you. Oh, such a good son. Oh, I should call your mother. Hold on 1 second.
No.
Darling.
No.
You will not believe who I've run into.
Quiana love.
Darling, yes.
Oh no.
Now they're on break, apparently.
Oh my god, don't tell mommy.
Wait. Uh-huh.
No. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Shall we make a run for it?
Uh-huh.
No. Oh,
No,
Mommy.
I'm in Western. Yes.
No. Oh. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, what's that in the sky? Deception.
Darling, I'm so sorry. I think I may have gotten you into a little bit of trouble at home. Your mother says when you return for the Harvest Close ball in 5 days' time, you are to have a word with her. I'm terribly sorry. This is so embarrassing. Vethrium, we must go. And anyway, it was lovely to see you.
It was absolutely lovely to see you as well. You look absolutely gorgeous. You radiant, absolutely.
You're such
Wonderful.
a flirt. If I was
Don't
100
worry
years
about-
younger.
Don't worry about Mummy. You know how she gets. If
Mummy.
things don't go exactly as according to plan, she gets very upset. And maybe I did take a bit longer of a break than I should have. And but I do appreciate what you've done in there. Thank you. Absolutely wonderful job.
Rictus is easy to manage, don't you worry, darling. We've all had our fair share of naughty times in our past. It's all good. Even young
Haven't we,
Vethrium
though?
over here, he's such a... The times I've had to bail him out. You know, once he set fire to an entire building. Oh, the little scamp. Anyway, listen, when it comes to the Harvest Close ball, if you need to transport there, you come find me. You know where I live. I'm over in the residential ward there. Yes, and we can go together as a group. Oh, that'd be so lovely.
It would be a big gang of fun.
Yes, 5 days' time. I will expect you there. Should you need any clothing, you could always borrow some of Vethrium's clothes to go to the ball with. We probably have enough for all of your friends as well.
Of course. You guaranteed. I will be at your doorstep with bells on.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see you there. And your mom is looking forward to it. I do believe your sister is even coming in last time I spoke to her. So the whole family will be there. Yay!
Goody.
Yes,
Yes. All right. Well, everyone, take care. It was lovely to meet you, all of you. Ah!
Okay, goodbye.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you. Okay, farewell.
Ouais, elles sont pas celui qui organise ça, mais je pense pas que t'avais ça.
No, it's just a nanapa. What? I don't know French.
Anyone has any objections to finding food and sitting down to process everything that has happened, especially cult being?
Belt just turns and starts walking without any direction. Just walking.
Right, Albert.
Albert's causing a scene. One sec.
Okay.
Gonna deal
That
with
was the distraction I wanted when she was talking with Mummy on the phone.
Uh-huh.
I don't have to deal with it.
Mummy.
Megheim's just gonna look back at the hall and just be like, and just to themselves. Well, not to themselves, to Albert. Like, first, somebody who worships her, and then I think I was gonna get I was thrown in under that because I'm a drow. I'm gonna burn this city to the ground one day. And then we'll just kind of turn around and catch up with everybody.
As you do, you see a familiar figure make their way out of the courtroom down the steps. Can someone tell me what the fuck just happened in there?
Is she talking to us or just?
Who is it?
Oh, it's Oriana.
Oh,
judging
the
by
guard. The
accent.
guard.
Yeah. I don't know. You tell me.
We are free.
Congratulations.
What happened?
Very happy for all of you.
Have you found Trixie though?
No, the guards have not returned yet.
That's
Her shop is pretty far away, so
I
not
see.
that I would know because I have no sense of direction. But you know.
Sure, let's just hope it's just them taking long.
Captain, he finally kind of drifts around and kind of gathers his brains up. Captain, I apologize for that. That is really not how I wanted to do it. I realize you're doing your job. Justice should be served. Still interested in getting to the bottom of this because our friends really don't remember, and we're free right now.
We
could
remember.
just-
We remember what happened.
we're
We
not.
just don't remember how that happened.
We'd absolutely like to understand what was going on. My sincere apologies about what happened in there. I promise you it will not happen again. Neither will all this distraction ever happen again. Please believe me.
This is not the first time I've seen some noble walk in and erase crimes. That's fine. And to be honest, these are petty pranks anyway that you did not do. And I've seen far worse coming from some of the pricks that are in the College of the Savvy. They come up with some crazy shit. It's unbelievable. So this, beneath my pay grade, I really don't care. That's fine. If Trixie is involved, she's been a headache before. This is not the first time I've seen this kind of thing. I appreciate your candor with my position. You say that you were working with the Cobalt Soul, the Cobalt Reserve? Is that true?
We escorted. We retrieved an item for them and then escorted one of the representatives.
We're simply staying in the city and waiting for payment. After that, I'll be happy to leave.
Well, depending on how long you stay, should you want to be on the better side of the law, please come see me.
A law that was willing to throw me and Colt in prison for not being there. A lawmaker who would not be on the better side of a lawmaker who would not let the representatives speak, and better side of a lawmaker who worships the Raven Queen.
You take some issue with my god.
We really not in a great position to.
I take many issues with that murderer.
Interesting. I do not know this murderer you speak of. I know my god.
You
And it's
should learn
very
any-
interesting that you judge a person by their character or those who they worship.
I judge by... Of course, I will. Because those who worship a murderer condone their practices.
Hmm. Perhaps I
Make
was
up
wrong
this
about
way.
you all.
Oh, this has nothing to do with me. This is their issue. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Interesting.
Listen, Captain, we apologize for the trouble, sincerely. I know it's my face doesn't, it's just my face, but we promise we won't, disturb the town any further. I'm just here to get my money and get out.
Goodbye. And she turns and walks back into the courtroom. What would you guys like to do?
Bourbon! And I suppose I should explain myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like some tea.
Maybe no more bourbon for us.
Oh, I'm
For me. Oh,
water.
I think some
bourbon.
tea
What's
would be
close
great.
by?
From where you guys are, I mean, you could go back to the Wayward Pony. There's drinks there. You could go to the bar or the restaurant that you were in with Trixie the night before.
No.
I'm just saying.
Let's get the Wayward Pony. We can all wash up.
Yeah, reconvene. All of our belongings are there anyways, so.
All right.
Okay, sounds excellent.
So, I will say, oh crap in a hat, I can't do it. There we go.
Oh my god.
Bathroom break.
Oh yeah, sure.
Is being
That's fine.
requested.
I thought.
I'm
As
trying to
we
find things
reconvene.
on here anyway.
Okay, well, let's take a short bathroom break, everybody.
Yep.
About 5 minutes, and we will see you
5
back.
to 10 minutes, yeah.
5
Absolutely.
to 10 minutes.
Be back in a bit, you guys.
Regular bathroom break. What's to come?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And needed to get that out there.
Jeez.
That's how I express my love. You guys watch my other stream. You know that's how I express my love.
I know.
So glad that we don't give you inspiration for like every single birth, because already like for giving like the DM inspiration is like kind of like weird and maybe like abusive to the players, but also like you burp so much, like that would be like too intense.
So
It's
much.
TPK.
We all be dead. Yeah.
I love how you guys can appreciate and encourage my burping, just not when it comes with a reward. That's very encouraging. All right.
Your reward
So-
is us.
You guys are definitely my reward for all my D&D. I am the luckiest in the world. Anyway, enough sappy shit. We got some stuff to do. All right. So, Cult, you were asking about a little bit of a refresher from what went down just now? Okay.
The Harvest Ball. What was the name of it?
So that is the Harvest Close Festival.
Close Festival.
And you know exactly what that is. That is a ball that your family puts together every year. Your whole family comes together. Higher ups from around the continent and other show up for it. And it's an event that you are expected to be at in 5 days' time. Love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Colt hates you.
I know
love it.
Cold
I
hates
love
me. But I do remember this entire party said at some point we want to go to a ball. Well, here you go, fuckers.
I knew it. I was like, yes, is this our ball?
Yep.
Like, yeah.
And I so want, like, I can't deter. I don't know if there's other DMs out there, but I cannot for the life of me determine how far along into the story we're going to get. I had hopes that we would hit that ball in time for Halloween, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
loving.
got our friends from Epic Fumbles in the chat,
Oh, hey guys!
Hey.
Thanks for showing up.
which is another great D&D stream every
Absolutely.
Thursday
God.
night.
Yes.
Maybe we're
Which
gonna have a
happens
Christmas
while I'm
ball.
walking. Or walking. Happens while I'm working, which is super homophobic because I can't watch while I'm doing hair.
Wait, what? I heard
the D&D
homophobic and my
stream.
heart stopped.
The other D&D stream. It happens
Yeah,
while
Epic
I'm
Fumbles
working.
stream.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
super
Don't make me
homophobic.
sweat, man. I'm
Because, like,
online.
Because I can't
I'm like,
watch
what
it.
the fuck did I say?
Can you
I
imagine?
don't know. What did you
though?
say?
Anyway.
Can you imagine? How funny would that be?
Not funny at all. I just had a heart attack for something I didn't do. So anyway,
It's on me.
as you guys are leaving this area, do you guys know where you're heading towards? Have you decided? I forget.
Well, first,
We were heading back to the Wayward Pony.
The Wayward Pony? Okay. I would like Rose to make a perception check, please.
I'm very perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you. I'm trying to convince the dice.
you
I
convinced
did.
something.
Yeah, I did. Perception 23.
No,
Oh shit!
was it?
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah.
your previous perception. You rolled.
Yeah, that was your
well,
previous one.
Yeah, the one
Oh,
you just
fuck,
rolled was
okay,
the
yeah.
14. Yeah.
14. Well, I'm still pretty perceptive.
What was the previous one for?
It wasn't the
Like,
court.
Checking my hands. For
I don't listen to myself talk, you guys. I don't know what I watched the replay after this to realize, like, you know, what the hell I said and did. 14's good enough though. You remember when you guys came into this area, you saw number one, an individual that you recognized leave excitedly. And you also remember seeing a bunch of guards ripping down posters. And now you see that they are kind of scattered along the stones and everything like that.
I would like to pick up said poster.
Okay. You pick it up, and what you see, hopefully this works, is in the chat.
Ooh.
And once you take a look at it, I'd like you to read what it says for the audience at home. Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh no.
Or chewing. It says, the followers of Dionysus, welcoming all misfits and vagabonds. Followers of Dionysus is dedicated to the highest quality of mischievous, polyamorous, glamorous, nature-loving lifestyle, delivered with ingenuity, imagination, and creativity in the heart of the Riffimus jungle. I would like to pocket this.
And you do.
Intrigue. More intrigue.
Gross.
Well,
It's all about intrigue.
you guys don't know any of that because Rose didn't tell you.
I know some things Rose told me, so.
Well, I'll say one thing. You all know each other's, well, most of each other's full names now and where you're from. Jesus Christ, it took a long time for you guys just to fucking say it. But
It just took like a trial, you know.
You're a stranger? No, I don't talk to strangers.
Honest truth. People
I
think my
said I was-
mom
here.
Look, I said I was from over the pond already. I
True.
said I wasn't from here. I just know what I know. I haven't lied to anyone or left out details. I don't know shit. Like, it's not my fault.
Right on. Okay, let me just talk about that. Yep, that's good. All right. So you guys
Posters
were
around?
say again?
Are there like any more of those posters around, or it's just like that one?
That one was like a crumpled one with the edges torn off. The rest of them are like torn in half. Some are like, they're kind of scattered about. It was almost as if like, you ever been to like the Fringe Festival where they just like plaster the wall? It was kind of that setup, and they did the best they could to like tear up everything, the message, but this may have been one where they just got frustrated, and thankfully it was intact enough that you could read what was on it.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do before you head back to the Wayward Pony?
Nagheim would kind of like be a little sheepish coming down from anger.
Mhm.
Be like,
Mais Lionel
are
Perez,
we
quoi,
going
qu'est-ce
to
qui
the
faisait
ball?
aucun-
Bolt looks pale at the mention of this again as they're walking and talking. I assume he's just like, "Oh fuck no, we're not going to fucking ball." I mean,
Oh,
Why
and
not?
you can see the hamster going through. He goes, "Fuck, I have to go to this damn ball, don't I?" It's just
I
like,
like Nagheim.
Oh,
With you
I-
saying that, Nagheim does look like disappointed.
I don't intend on
I'll be your
going
date,
to-
Bolt.
You'll be. I appreciate that. Well, okay, so. Oh, can we just get back to the inn and just
Well-
talk somewhere privately?
My thought was maybe we could stop by a
Yeah.
tailor or something.
I'm not
That's-
going to any ball, so
that's-
let's just go to the inn and
That's a 5 days from here problem, not a now problem.
It,
But I've heard, I hear what you want, and I've taken it into. We'll put a pin in it. Let's just get back to the inn. I don't really want to talk about this, lest I be recognized.
I whisper to Nagaheim and I say, maybe you and I can go outfit shopping together.
I'd like that.
Okay.
in now. Here is not amused.
I feel attacked.
Everyone starts kind of jogging.
Yeah.
Nagheim's still limping along. Everyone's jogging in front. Nagheim's like, okay. Bye.
All right. So you all slowly make your way back towards the Wayward Inn in the residential district of Western. As you all enter the inn, you can see standing behind the bar, the familiar face of the barkeep with his eyebrows bushy as ever. He pauses, wiping down the bar to look at you all up and down brief. What are you waiting for?
Was waiting at the barkeep.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Waving at the barkeep.
Between people like holding up things for like bathroom breaks and like you're going away because you need water or a blanket or something. I don't know.
My favorite thing is the both of us did that at the same
Yeah,
time.
just, hi.
That was very synchronized.
You
for
guys, I'm trying to do things here. What is it? All right, where did I leave off? Oh yeah. Okay,
Bushy
barkeep.
browed barkeep.
Bushy eyebrows.
Another
Oh.
tongue twister, by the way.
Yes,
Bushy
thank
browed
you.
barkeep.
So he looks you all up and down briefly and gives you a subtle nod and a few raps on the bar with the correct hand this time, as he welcomes you back in. Did you guys ever catch this dude's name?
No.
Wait, did I write it down somewhere?
I don't know if I said it, so that's why I'm asking.
Hang on, I'm gonna check my notes. I might have written his name down somewhere. If not, then you never gave one.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
We'll
blah.
say no.
Say no.
Yeah, we'll
nope,
say no.
I don't have a name.
Okay.
Nope. All we know is a bugbear.
Oh, welcome back. I see a couple of you had some run-ins with the law there.
Has he gotten out of... Oh, right, because, yeah, they came
They
here.
kicked us
Turns
in.
out to be nothing, mistaken identity. Could you do me a wonderful favor?
I could try.
We are starving. Is there any breakfast left?
Not
this
really
morning?
breakfast, but I can whip you up something real quick.
Anything. We're really hungry. That misunderstanding took all morning. And could I get a shot of bourbon, please?
I like your style, kid.
Thank you.
You
Just
got
some
it.
tea and toast for me, thank you.
For sure.
Oh, and a little bit of butter.
Ooh,
Mhm.
splashing out.
Anyone else?
Food, whatever you have that is warm and yummy, I'll take it.
Meat and carbs.
Sounds good.
Just food.
Yeah. Could you have it sent up to my room?
Well, I'll tell you what. You guys have a seat over by the fireplace there, and I'll bring it out to you. If you need a hand bringing it up to the room, we'll get someone to help you out.
For sure. Well, yeah, yes. Okay.
All right.
Oh, not wanting
he-
to make waves.
Yeah. And he gives a little whistle to get things in motion there. Now, as you all sit around by the table, by the fireplace, he's got pants. I'm impressed.
Stream doesn't need to know that story.
As you guys are sitting there, a familiar face walks up and sits in the empty seat with you all. A very greasy-haired individual, pockmarked throughout the face, cleaner teeth, thanks to a very, very nice drow.
Greetings and salutations, master. You were the one who gave me all the gold the other night. Much appreciated. Much
Hey.
appreciated.
Was the hand of Timora.
Blessed be she.
Blessed be. Now, what can I do for you, friend?
Well, turns out
Je voulais pas le dire.
that there is an individual here who wants to have a few words with you. And I'm here to facilitate that.
And you see the door that you guys came in through close. And a cloaked individual, a green cloaked individual, walks towards the table, and 15 feet away from you, pulls back the hood. Viri, you remember dancing last night with Nagheim. This individual has the same skin tone. Gray ashen eyes. White hair. drow features. And they are looking right at Nagheim. Decades I've waited in this city. Decades I have been looking for you. You do not know me, but you know my purpose. You will be coming home with me. The queen has waited long enough.
I'm gonna cast Magnify Gravity right behind them and have them get pulled towards the door.
Okay.
Level 2. It is a...
We haven't eaten yet.
Nope. It's
so
a
hungry.
strength. So it is, let me see. I'm just gonna... Did it get posted? Yeah, it got posted.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing it at 3rd level apparently, and it is a strength DC. Wait. On a failed. Oh wait, where is it? Within its gravity range, on a failed Constitution saving throw. That's what they have to do to.
Hey, they would have had to do that. Your gravity orb doesn't even appear.
I know it. Oh, somebody wants to stop now.
Now.
Colt draws his sword.
Everybody wait.
Yeah,
Friends, that's not the smart move.
And you hear her snap. Every patron in the entire room turns to face you. Varieties of swords, crossbows, mages. You are entirely surrounded.
Like I said, a conversation is to be had. We can do this friendly like, or we can skip all the business.
Oh, now they don't seem very friendly now, do they?
No, they
towards
don't.
The...
Now, personally, I have no issue with all of you. Apparently, one of my mates here has been looking for this one for quite some time. So words before action is recommended. What say you?
I don't think you're taking them anywhere because they have a ball to go to. So you can take your little friends here and you can fuck off. Or else
we're still
I'm gonna
waiting
paint
on
the walls with all yes. Savvy?
I don't think he's coming back with food, Rose.
Wait, what? Do you ruin your meal? Why would you do that?
Completely fucked up on meal.
You fuck with our food? I'm talking to you.
And she's listening.
You fuck with your food? Ugh. Why can't we get... What's wrong with this city? We just want to eat and drink, and why can't we just eat and drink in peace?
Eat and drink and pee?
Peace.
Peace.
Oh. I'm like, what?
The door's right there.
Yeah.
Don't let it hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Cole. Just fuck off. Thank you. Bye. She gets up.
I think there's a misunderstanding here.
Rose, what is your armor class?
As this conversation is going on, I
16.
inch slightly towards Nagaheim, still with my hand on my hilt.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very high 16.
16, huh?
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
No.
I reject your 18.
I reject it.
Fuck you, 18.
I won't go crazy. I'll say you take 6 points of damage, piercing damage.
I'm gonna call her a cunt.
Oof!
Ooh. Bringing
As
out the
a-
big word.
As a response to like, I just stood up, man. Like, what's wrong with you, you fucking cunt?
She said it twice. I feel very attacked now.
No, that's how she said it, you know.
Oh, I do know.
And then she sits back. If you're gonna stab me, at least give me some food.
Strangely enough, I respect that. I really do. And there's a
Good,
reason.
then do something about it.
Oh, Fred, you make it so hard to keep a straight face.
I've still got my hand on my hilt, but I'll just
Mhm.
like put my other hand on Rose's shoulder, like, and just grip it to, like, you know, making her, like, you know, kind of like telling her calm down. But I'll also use my healing hand racial feature to heal her.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't need to heal them. I'm good, baby.
Wait,
But
She doesn't know that?
Didn't you take
Only
damage
6.
just now?
Yeah, what
Only
was
6.
what was
You get 5 HP. That's still 5 HP.
Okay.
what was
There.
what were you stabbed with? Like, I feel like I was writing when that
An
happened.
arrow.
An arrow. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, thank you.
Regain 5 of those 6 HP, baby. I got you.
Thank you.
Colt's
So,
gonna walk forward and face this drow person.
I'm gonna put my hand to try to like stop you because I got stabby, and I don't want you to get stabby.
I feel like we should all calm down.
Wise words.
I feel like we
wise
should
words.
get some food. What's your name, cunt?
Jesus.
Respectfully,
Doesn't start with a C.
I am-
Respectfully, you'd never introduced yourself.
respectfully, I'm fucking trying to. Shut the fuck up. In the
Yeah,
clasp, I am known as
Ooh.
Spiraling Fetch. And you're in my
Spiraling-
city.
Filing fetch, you interrupted our meal.
Here's what I suggest. We all, you know...
She
take
turns
the
to
time
Colt
eat.
and she
We're
says,
starving.
Is this one always like this?
Oh yeah.
yeah?
You haven't even seen half of it yet.
Good
Now-
lord.
What business does the clasp have for kidnapping individuals from in an inn in broad daylight?
We deal and we barter.
Well,
No,
we deal
you-
and barter in almost anything you can imagine.
what's it gonna take to make this go away?
Well, see, that's why we're talking. Because you, my friend, were very generous to a complete stranger. And I like that,
It's my religion.
as is mine. So, here we are, breaking bread and having a discussion about what happens next. Savvy?
No bread.
Is there a
For fuck's sake, bring some fucking bread!
Hey, squeak a wheel gets that oil. Is there
Gets
is there
on you
like,
after a little while. It's charming at first, but then it just drives you nuts.
is there a chair nearby? Like I'm just an individual chair.
At the table you're all sitting at, every chair is occupied now.
Um,
So you're sitting,
what it,
is what
so,
I mean.
oh, we're still sitting. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, aside from Rose, who stood up and then sat down again.
Was Nagheim standing? Because if they're standing, I'm standing in front of them.
I wasn't.
There was some standing.
Okay.
It's more of a quick lick.
Okay.
I just wanted
Um,
to eat and then go shopping.
Well, let's barter then.
Oh, sorry, my fire alarm's going off.
Oh.
I think
pause
Neil's got
for
it. Okay.
potential
Yeah, no,
trouble.
we're good. No, we're good. It just goes off whenever we bake something. It's very sensitive. Anyway.
Gotcha. We didn't hear it as
happens
far
when
as
hot people live together.
Where were we?
We're bartering.
Right.
What have you been offered to retrieve our friend here to the party interested?
Well, since this happened a while ago, some decades past,
This one over here, and she indicates the other drow in the room.
this one here has been doing us a number of favors. And they've become quite good at their job. All in the hopes that some such individual as this one stumbles across our way. That's their payment.
So, clarify me this. Fetch. Really? Making fetch happen?
Ew.
No, okay. I'll workshop.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I didn't catch on until just then. I thought you were actually making fun of her name. Someone named Cult is making fun of someone's name, Fetch. But now I got the Mean Girls thing. I'm so with you.
So, I'm sorry, you've been hired for decades to look for a drow to just wander on through Westrun, and then you kidnap them?
I wasn't
Sounds a
hired.
bit racist.
We were given services of a much desired individual to just help us with our day-to-day business. And should such individual come across, payment in full. If not, we get them for
really-
decades more.
Are you talking about slavery?
No,
Enforced service?
absolutely not.
Indentured service?
No.
What? I
Okay,
really
I'm
don't
still, like,
understand as Carly.
raise
I
their
don't really
hand.
get. What?
Cult.
Paleo jeans. Whatever that is.
Your employer.
Who are you
Why
talking
me?
to?
To Fetch.
Okay.
Why me? Specifically.
Personally, I have no fucking idea.
And who's your employer?
I'm my own employer.
And what?
And why the hell do
How
you
can
want
we make
me?
you look the other way?
Well, that's what we're talking about. I knew I liked you. Maybe.
What?
Who?
Has the
No
food
one
arrived
has-
yet?
Hold on. What the fuck? Who's talking?
If no one has hired you, what on earth would you want with me?
The drow speaks up.
You escaped the queen. She wants you. And I do as my queen commands.
Ugh.
Oh, so this other drow, not spiraling fetch, has given the clasp years of service, and in case Nagheim wanders through city, the clasp is going to help the drow to scoop them.
I'm sorry that I was so unclear before. That's on me. It's hard to communicate on an empty stomach. Where is that fucking bread?
Cult's smart.
Well,
However,
Honestly, I get all that. I frankly don't care what your objectives are. I just know they, and I point to Nagheim, clearly want nothing to do with you, and I point to the other drow. And I'm
I
not going
kind
to
of
let this
suspected
happen.
the same.
So
That is yet to be seen, my friend. Now, you all seem very capable. You've all got your weapons and your bravado. But I'm so sorry to say, you have no fucking idea where you are right now. And that is not a scenario I want to see. And I'm positive it's not a scenario you would like to see. So, negotiations are what I specialize in.
We're not in restaurant.
What? Some of the things
they
you
said
say
you
is
have no
just
idea
throws
where
me
you
for a-
are.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I think you're
He
being
said- okay, so
metaphorical, not literal.
No, but she said, well, you have no idea where you are, so I'm just making sure. Are we in restaurant?
I think they're saying you have no idea who you're dealing with. Something to that extent.
Well, we're dealing with Fetch. Is your name Fetch?
I doubt it.
All right,
I'm
Fetch.
going to go out on a limb and say that this one is not your chief negotiator. Am I right?
I'm gonna say that my chief negotiator is, and then she pulls off her axe and she puts it on the table. Does that solve the answer? Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Does a 21 hit?
Oh,
That's
You take 12 points of damage. As 2
I
arrows
didn't even attack you.
right there. You're not going to get
Just
the
put it on the
chance.
table.
Nagheim's just gonna send a message to Viria. And through the message be like, if it comes down to it, take my head.
Ooh, death before kidnapping.
You just hear like an answer, like, you know, this is her thoughts, right? Like in response, you just hear, "I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna let you take. I'm not can't speak. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let them take you."
How many combatants, enemy combatants, are there against us in total?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh.
May I assist? Because I've also kind of like been evaluating that.
Yeah, I'll say that you roll on your own though.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
sure.
I already
Well, that was a good roll, so but
Yeah,
I'll still
yeah,
roll
that's
for
a
the
good roll.
for the sake of it.
got 19.
Where are my my d20s anyway? Perception 8. So let's take cults.
Hey. Well, 8 total?
Yeah, 7 plus
Okay.
1.
So I will say that Viri notices that there are about 10 tables around the room with varying number of people, and that pretty much every individual in that room is looking at you. So it's easy to kind of surmise that they are part of this. Whereas Cult, you notice that as well, and you also see people hidden in the shadows on the second floor. And a 19? That's it.
And a lot? Like 10, 20?
Possibly more?
Yeah, an approximation of 10, 20-ish?
Yeah,
Okay.
from what you can get.
We are really outnumbered. Okay. Well, if you're so good at negotiation, what can we do to make this go away?
Finally, to the point. Now, I sense a camaraderie between you all, that you have somewhat of an affection for this individual here. Don't you fucking laugh now, I'm trying to be serious.
You're making that very hard.
I blame Rose. She's very comical and very lovely, and it's hard to keep a straight face.
Well, why don't you kiss her?
Don't tempt me, woman.
Well, as such, I hate to break up the band, as it were. But this individual is very persistent. Now, I admire talent. And that one is loads of talent for what we do here. And I'd hate to see them go. So, seeing as all of you are quick to action, as it were. And money is definitely not a concern. I say we trade. Your friend can go free. But I expect something in return.
Such as?
Aye, there it is. The hook. Information. I noticed that the guard were here before, and that they escorted you down to the courts, where I spotted you two. I don't pry, but I believe that you're not in favor of the law per se at this moment. Maybe we can help each other out. The Margrave has information about the clasp. He holds it in his estate. If someone were to procure this information and bring it back, I say we let bygones be bygones after that, wouldn't you?
And how are we to know you will keep your word when you have such a talented payment beside you, who most likely will not rest or will not hesitate to scurry back to the scum of which they come from to let them know that you've let me go.
At that, you see them pull out 2 short swords and come within an inch of your neck. And they would have succeeded had there not been a mage who held person.
Do it.
They can't really respond. They're held.
They're like, do it.
No. No need for that. We've already shed enough blood.
These negotiations would be so much more convincing if you weren't throwing daggers and hurting us. I mean,
I'll do it.
That's all well and good. What say the rest of you?
You only need one to go in and get the information and return it to you.
I'd say this is a group effort.
can we perhaps get a moment alone to discuss this among our group?
Discuss? Yes. Alone? Not on your life.
Privacy? Maybe you can give us some space?
She gets up. I was gonna say. She gets up and backs away a little bit.
Also, maybe you could go check on that meal?
No. But you do see two individuals come out of the shadows and kind of lift the now frozen drow and then away.
Sounds like a really heavy table. It's so weird.
I know, right? I'm so good at the sound effects.
Okay, huddle up, everyone.
One member kind of huddles up with you. Oh, not me. Okay.
No, obviously, idiot.
Viria just glares at them.
Doing the earring. Viri, you don't have to turn away, but you do have to come a little closer so you can hear me. Just back up a little. Oh, you know what? I'll just talk through the earring. Okay.
I hear you. Just go ahead. I'll keep an eye out on this.
Oh. Okay, guys. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna do stage whisper.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's cool.
We are going to die if we try to get out of this right now. We are going to die horribly and in shreds. So I'm going to say, let's go along with this as long as we can, and I can figure out a way to get into the Margraves. I obviously have a connection, so which we will get to, I promise. That or we break and enter, either or. And then
You
perhaps
hear Viria's voice in your head. She's using the earring. Why don't we just run? Leave city.
and
Um,
he returns back to the earring and just goes, "Hang on a mo." That's also a good plan. I'm also thinking maybe after we get them off our backs, we can either run, or I'd really like to kill the drow that's trying to take Nagheim. This is all in the. I don't
Yeah,
think
this
we
is all
speak
in.
out.
This is no. It's
No.
telepathically.
That's
It's
all
written
within
in
that.
Telepathic,
the.
yes.
Yeah.
wait, do I hear that too?
Nope.
No.
It's between Colt and I.
Between us.
Oh,
I
Oh,
can only afford
Rose.
2 earrings.
Yeah, they bought those telepathic earrings
Oh,
so they could
yeah.
communicate to each other.
Yeah, and I could only afford 2, so.
And we got him.
You insisted.
Okay, so everybody talking out loud now. We're just gonna go along with this. Look really tough and angry, and as soon as we have got them out of here and are safe, then we can talk some more.
tough and angry. I can do that.
Okay, good, excellent. And I'm really sorry you got hit with 2 arrows.
3.
Oh, it's okay.
3 arrows? I missed one of them? Oh my god. Okay.
It's better me than you, kid.
Spiraling Fetch. We have agreed as a group upon this deal. However, I would like a guarantee from the clasp, which I believe, and Carly talking now. What does Cult know about the clasp?
When you were venturing out initially, you always thought it would be so cool to join up with a crew like the Clasp. You don't know all the ins and outs of them, but the things that you did hear about, espionage, breaking in, doing all that secret cool stuff, that's all that you've ever wanted until you got to Drenna. So this is kind of I don't know, you're kind of in a in-between kind of place, I would think, where it's like you're finding you're in the heart of everything that you thought you wanted. And wherever your head is now, you're caught between those two places.
Okay. All right. We agree. However, if you go back on your word, I will open up hell.
She looks.
So you
Yeah.
better kill me if you go back on your word.
Looks like a very
So much
selfish woman.
drama involved with all of this. This is a transaction, and I, for one, honor my agreements. This is a little different, though. On one hand, if I was to let your drow friend go, I lose out on one of the best members of my crew. I don't like that. And from what I can see, if this goes south, the world loses such brave individuals as such you.
All right, enough with the condescension. Okay. Give us the details. And get the fuck out. Let us eat.
Get the fuck out of my own place.
This is your place? I mean, then we'll leave.
This
You don't
inn
want
is your
to-
place?
We don't want to stay in such a heap.
But like, this inn is your place?
You don't like
She
it.
just said.
No, I just want to make sure. Do you own any other inn in Western, just so we don't stay there?
Oh, love. I own Westrun.
Okay, do you own the deed of other places? I get it.
Did
You're
you
the
know
big
that-
bad of West Run. You run.
This
but,
one's
like,
very particular.
He
I gotta give her
probably
credit.
does.
She's dotting her I's and crossing her T's on all this kind of stuff.
Remember what I said? Remember what I said before in our little huddle? Oh. All right.
Damn.
Details, and then we're leaving.
Fair enough. So, here's what I propose. I'll give you some time. You get your preparations in order. You come back here in one day. I'll have a map, layout of the facility. You make plans for what you need. You go in. You get the information. Get it back to me. Even Steven.
What's stopping their queen from hunting you down for letting us go?
Not my problem.
Well, it could be, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Why are we doing it if we don't get a guarantee that your friend here is going to stop pursuing our friend?
This one understands the pecking order around here. If I say no, it's a no.
Insight.
Roll an insight check.
Ooh, oh no, my headphones.
May I assist on that, since I'm also very...
Please.
I've also been asking questions.
You want to roll separately or give me advantage?
Give her advantage, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. Because my insight isn't so
That's
great.
got. That's a 14.
With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
All
My
right.
first roll was at an 11.
Okay. You don't get any untruth from this individual.
Okay.
Even though this is quite well known to be the society of intrigue and all that kind of stuff, and whispers and secrets and secret things going on, you don't catch her in a lie so far.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Come
Now-
on, everybody.
I respect the fact that you wouldn't want to stay here any longer. Be free to check out the rooms to make sure you haven't left any of your belongings behind before you leave. But do know, you will be watched from here on until the deed is done.
Nagheim is going to send a message to the drow.
Mm-hmm.
And Nagheim this whole time has not stopped looking at the drow in the eyes.
I think it's fair to say the other as well.
But sends a nice, just a message of, tell her I say hello. That's all.
Poking the bear. All right.
I try.
All right. So what's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go grab my stuff.
Rose is gonna like raise her hand and be like, "Cool if I stand up."
We're going to go check our rooms.
Nagheim. Choking on air. I'm good.
You feel
I'm
the drow's
alive.
hand around your throat.
Apparently.
All over.
Nagheim
The queen sends her regards.
Please. Anything to avoid this. But yeah, Nagheim's just gonna sit by the fire, just holding the cane, and just kind of looking at Albert, going, I guess now would have been the time for help. That's just it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I've been sitting here this whole time. So... No.
I mean, we did great talks.
Oh my God, Rose. That is something you should honestly go back to watch
Yeah.
from the previous
I should've
episode.
cooked that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so funny.
We'll
Anyway,
find a
anyway.
timestamp for you.
Alden, Albert got to
Yeah.
be bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
broke down on
great.
a rooftop.
So fun. Anyway, not as fun as
Um,
having you here, though. So thank you.
Cult volunteers to go and gather up all their things up from the
Sure.
rooms and
I'll
trust
go with.
Viri and Rose to. Yeah.
Yeah, let's both go because get the four of us is stuff. Ugh, speaking is hard tonight.
I have.
I know.
Okay.
So
can
as
ignore
you
my
two, as you two go up the stairs, you do see that there is a class member waiting between the two rooms there. So as you collect your things, they're just keeping an eye on you.
Please collect my cat.
Oh yes.
How is your cat not with you?
The cat is in the room.
Oh, okay. Well,
I wasn't there last game, so the cat is
Oh,
in the
yeah.
room.
Yeah.
so as you guys walk into the room, you see the cat and it looks up at you and just goes,
Meow.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, you. Oh, get in here. We're in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Wow.
Let's go.
okay, enough of that.
Gather our stuff and head down. Maybe shoulder one of the class member like you do in a busy bar when you want to intimidate someone.
Hmm. Yeah, they seem
Shoulder
nonplussed.
walk past. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Rose
We're
is
gonna
finally
die.
eating the food.
And then return back downstairs and then fucking go.
As you leave, Sparling Fetch says, 2 days. Try not to be late. As you were.
Mm.
And as you make your way along the street, you see a woman turn to you.
Ah,
You
shit.
see a child.
Oh,
You see a
no.
one-legged man.
What does that
course.
mean?
It's their
It's
sign.
their
They're-
sign.
It's
They're-
to say who's
the
who.
class.
Yeah.
No, we're in a world of trouble. I
I hate this place. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it.
Okay. Cult wants to get somewhere where there is no people. Like nobody.
I'm looking at my script and just out of the corner of my eye, I see Fred just...
But Rose does.
it
People,
cannot-
she notices, she just goes like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be stated enough. Having Fred on your team is a godsend for this. Anyway, so glad you're back. Anyway, keep on going.
Oh my, nobody. There can't be anybody around. I don't want to be heard. Where can we go? The Cobalt Soul. They've got loads of security. Let's go there. Right?
Try. Let's give it a
Is
try.
that
Yeah.
is that the right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a bit of a meltdown here. It's been a day.
What about your mom's? What about your mom's friend?
No. Shh, 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 shh. Don't say it out loud. The Cobalt Soul first. I've thought about that. Actually, okay. He uses his earring to Viri. He's like, I don't want to say this out loud just because they are watching. If we go to Quiana's place, we're putting them in danger. So that's why I don't want to go there. It's yeah. So that's okay.
If I'm being honest with you, and this is all telepathically again. If I'm being honest with you, they may already, know or associate. We're affiliated with a.
I think they might be safe because usually they don't fuck with the nobles. There is an option.
Well,
There's a
let's not
tele-
involve them any further. I agree with you, but
There's a teleportation circle to Singorn.
in Quiana's house.
Yes. Keep that under your hat. I would like to use that as plan D. If we can get out of this without involving them, let's do that. But that's our escape route. Okay, we've got several things that we can do. First, we need to get somewhere secure. And how are you? He looks to Nagheim. This is fucked up.
Il y a le mid-boss de votre bord?
Yeah.
On l'avait battu il y a
It's
3
not
jours.
fully unexpected, though. I just hoped to not be dragging anyone in it.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Ok,
Obviously.
c'est bon aussi.
Let's go back to the reserve.
Avec quelqu'un.
See what we do then.
All right. Is everyone in agreement?
Viria's already like making
Yeah.
a beeline, but in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah, very that way. Very,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Why
Sit
don't you walk next to Nagheim? They always walk together.
So
She
we'll
starts
head
to
back
go
over
over.
to the reserve.
All right.
All right, we head to the reserve.
So you
Oh
all
my
head.
God, it's a big day.
It's not like I'm making up for anything. Anyway,
I love it.
you all go eastward, past the West Hall Academy, past the Humanor Observatory, into the wide open square. Well, it's not really a square. There's like... Anyway, we're calling it a square. And to the right, you see the Cobalt Reserve. A big dome kind of space that holds the entire continent's wealth of information. You step up all the stairs that you saw Waylon Brexis kind of climb when you last saw him and enter the reserve. The interior is musty. Actually, I'll give you a visual over on Roll20.
By the way, Colt, no wood of this to Mr. Brexis.
No, we're just coming to get yours. Wait, does Colt know about the Draconic Scroll? I think so. We were all at the same table when they discussed that.
Yeah, I asked Mr. Brexis pretty openly about translating the maps I found, but beyond that, that's it.
Then we're here to translate your maps.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. Is there any food carts on the way?
Sure. I think you guys deserve a food cart. Let's say that.
We could grab some apples and maybe a loaf of bread and then eat it as we
Can a
go.
group of
You could grab
adventurers
that.
Get a meal?
Yeah, you could grab that, but I'll say everybody make a perception check or a smell check, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Nagheim's not looking for food. Nagheim is very stone cold, just there.
10?
Perception.
13.
Oh, if this works out the way I think it's going to work out, this is going to be great. What'd you get, Viri?
13.
It did. Rose, of course it's you. Your nose, it always knows. You find the smell of bread, but there's another smell that kind of tickles your senses that you're like, ooh, I haven't smelt that in a while. And you kind of follow it down the path and you find a kiosk that is selling little fig. Is it a fig leaf? What's the big leaf that they serve fruit in?
Oh, banana leaf?
Oh,
Banana leaf.
Yeah,
Thank you. We'll go with
banana
that. You find someone serving banana leaves full of coconut sticky rice and freshly sliced mango over top of it.
oh, that's so
my
good.
You've triggered us all into drooling.
I triggered myself.
I love coconut rice so much.
Rose will order one of that, please.
Okay. And as Rose turns around, because you guys were like, okay, let's get something, maybe food will help. Rose. And you see her come back just like almost salivating, like, and like a little kid who just like won something from like one of the gumball machines, like, look at what I got. Yes.
And
She avoids the
really
spoon that comes
cool.
with it and she just nuzzles into it.
That's how you're supposed to eat it.
Fuck yes.
Felt almost goes for like a fingerful and then realizes this is Rose's food. Maybe not.
I kind of stare at you, especially having that whole like thing just happen, and the whole time I was like food, 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 food. So I kind of give you the look of like, don't fuck with my food, please.
Well, look at my hand then.
It doesn't
And
say
goes
it.
and
It just
purchases
gives you the
food.
look.
Yeah.
Rose is hangry.
Oh, just piling it in face.
And I will say, you didn't roll high enough, but I'll say it anyway. As soon as you're like close to the last 2 bites of your coconut rice, which is about the time that Colt realizes like, oh yeah, I should go get my own, and he moves that way, you see another kiosk up ahead where it's got like different kinds of breads, not as nice smelling as the elven bread because we love odor, but enough to kind of fill the need for your bread intake.
I go get some too.
All right. So we've eaten.
Every single stall you're gonna describe, Rose is gonna get food from.
You let me know if you want another one.
This is the next hour of our game.
Yes, because this is happy time now.
Starving now.
But I will
Happy?
say, this being the academic ward, there's not as many kiosks as would be in the market ward. Market ward. Wow. Voice just left me all of a sudden. Holy crow. So, who all got food? Just so I know. No, no. Yes, yes. We'll say... We'll say 16 copper for Rose, 8 copper for Cult. Is that fair? Okay.
While they do that, I'm just standing very still next to Nagheim, not saying anything, but I do look, very more stone-faced than I would usually look.
Gotcha. I think your microphone is way out here.
Oh, my bad. Did you get that?
We did, but it was very robotronic,
Oh, my bad.
and I missed the breathing, so just bring it in.
Nagheim is not pale.
Because they're a drow.
Well, not even pale for like the times they have been like in shock. They're just there. Like they're just going through the movements of following.
People doing hand gestures as we're passing by.
Yeah, as we get closer to the Cobalt Soul, are we still getting the...
Not as much within this district that you've seen so far.
That's promising.
Unless somebody has been paying attention to that.
Rose, whenever she notices someone doing it, she will look at them and be like that.
Nice.
Like, I see you. You're not being sneaky.
I don't think they're
I'm
trying
not-
to be
I'm not-
sneaky.
Yeah, I'm not, keeping an eye out for that because to me, they're watching. Like, I know they are, so. And I just look like I'm mulling something over. That's it.
Fair enough.
So we're at the Cobalt Soul.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know why this is not playing the shit I wanted to play. Talk amongst yourselves for a little bit.
How
There.
dare!
So, Cult.
Oh. Rose?
Are you from like a rich family or something like that? Not that it's a bad thing or anything, it's just
I'm
just
from
curious.
a military family that may have married into a rich family.
You're noble.
I mean,
I just asked because usually it's like it's only nobles that go to balls. I've never been to a ball, so that's why I'm wondering, are you like secretly like a prince of somewhere? Are we traveling with a prince?
No, it's nothing like that.
Okay. But you would tell us if you were a prince.
If I was a prince, yes, I'd tell you. I'd show you my crown. I'd let you wear it.
I'd like that.
We could throw it. We could throw it at people. I don't care about it. It's not something I care about.
Do you have a title?
Yes. But it's not very impressive. Nothing about that is very impressive. It sounds impressive. It's not. It's very dull and very annoying. And that's why I don't want to do it. But we're just gonna try and keep that on the low down for now.
As today has shown, not all secrets stay in the dark.
No, they come busting into the courtroom and fawn over the judge and get you off. That's what my secrets do.
That was very convenient.
It
Mine
was.
just puts us in mortal danger.
Honestly, yes, it was, because I was ready to,
Got
fight
embarrassed
my
by
way
that.
out.
That was really, really cool.
Let's just go in.
All right. So everybody heads into the Cobalt Soul Reserve. I'm going to fuck that up every time. The Cobalt Reserve.
Oh, right.
One more time?
No.
Where are
No.
we again?
You're at McDonald's, fuckers. No. So, you know what?
Number 5.
Just as a note, I think one of the first times we ever played together or got together, Fred came in with, she ordered McDonald's and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you can skip the dishes kind of thing. And she got this bag and she proceeded to pull out like what I consider a meal is just fries, burger, drink. She had fries, burger, drink, chicken nuggets. And was there something else I was missing?
Poutine.
And a poutine. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, in all my years, why have I never done that? I'm an adult. I can do shit like that now. Why? I've been living a lie. I've been missing out on half the McDonald's experience. Like, I was so jealous of you in that moment. Like,
And it also was a BTS meal. Just because they don't have them
sponsored
anymore.
by McDonald's,
it's just
by the way.
salt in the wound. All right.
But yeah, you gotta treat chicken McNuggets as extra fries to a meal.
Things I never conceived of as a human being, apparently. So I've been living a lie. Anyway. You enter,
welcome,
yeah, you enter the reserve. The floors are of polished marble. There is a mustiness in the air. And as you enter, you can almost feel the room whisper to you, hush, as your voices get lower. Maybe because of the preceding events and you want to keep your voices low, or maybe it's the awe and respect that this area almost deems worthy. I can't talk. Fuck it. You're in a fucking library. So, and as you walk up, there is a desk kind of situated, a very long desk that can, at least 5 to 6 people could operate at comfortably. But there's only one individual at the desk right now. You see a copper-skinned dragonborn who wears light blue robes and a small pair of glasses precariously at the edge of his snout.
Love him.
You say that now. He looks at you, Viri, and he says, "Oh, pleased to meet you." No, he doesn't. I'm just fucking you. All right.
You bastard.
Oh, I'm not going to have fun with this at all. No.
Oh.
So you walk in, and the individual looks up. Ah, good evening. How can I help all of you?
We were wondering.
Go ahead, Cole.
No, this is your thing. This is your thing. I don't have to talk all the time.
Well, has Mr. Brexis mentioned us perhaps the oddities? We escorted him back into the city a day ago.
I'm sorry, who?
Mr. Waylon Brexis.
I'm not familiar with who that is.
Oh. Well, that doesn't help.
That's awkward.
Are they someone who lives in Western?
Well, they're a member of the Cobalt Soul.
I beg to differ.
We helped them retrieve a tome from whatever that island was called. Does anyone recall that island?
I do. It's somewhere in my notes.
I don't, but Nagheim definitely does.
From
Trying
the
to rip an
island
elf.
of
Oh, you cheeky bugger, you.
hang on. I got this.
I mean, it's
In my
true.
notes.
I don't, but Nagheim does.
Oh, I know.
So,
And I love that you pull that out every time.
Wasn't it Yarnum? I have Yarnum.
Yes.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I think it's Yarnum, but I wasn't sure.
Yarnum next
Yeah.
to Drina.
Yeah.
So Nagheim
Miss-
pipes up and they say, "Oh yes, we were at the island of Yarnum." Like you do.
yeah.
Interesting. What was it you retrieved?
There was a tome up in there with the symbol of the Kobold's reserve on it.
Interesting. One moment, if you don't mind. And you see them walk away for a little bit. And
We're
in the
getting-
interest
we're
of
getting
time,
shafted again.
what's that?
We're getting shafted again. Waylon Brexis never worked for the Cobalt Reserve.
About 10 minutes go by. This individual comes back. Apologies. I don't know how else to say this, but we have no record of a Waylon Brexis associated with the Cobalt Reserve, and we have not received any items in at least... When did you say you dropped it off?
We've been
Yesterday.
slammed. It's a conspiracy. They're all against us. It's all crumbling around my ears.
Again,
Everybody.
I am sorry. Oh, it's a little cat. Hello.
Oh, this is Owl.
Hello, Owl. How are you? Such a good kitty. Oh, he likes the tummy rubs.
Hi, Tally. What's up?
Well, I don't know. Well, since that happened,
I
was
do
wondering-
feel bad. I can see on your faces this is not news you were hoping to receive today.
Ew.
No.
but I was wondering.
Yes.
You see, my friend here has some maps that are in a language she does not speak,
All right.
and she did wish to have them translated. Is it
Oh.
possible to pay somebody who might be able to do it?
What
Here?
language is it?
I don't actually remember because Mr. Brexis did say they were in Draconic, right? Like, I know they're in Draconic, but Viria remembers they're in Draconic, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If it was said, I'll say you remember it.
Okay, cool. Draconic, actually. I found them back on Yharnam as well.
Along with the tome you were speaking of.
Yes.
Were they contents from the tome?
No,
Separate.
separate.
Understand. Yes, we typically do offer this as a fee, or a service, I should say, for a fee. And they look behind over their shoulder.
I'll pay the fee. It's fine.
Up. I get the feeling like you were expecting something in return for all this, and this day doesn't seem to be going your way, so I'll consider this a favor owed. As you can tell, I speak
Did he not
Draconic.
pay us?
Say again?
He didn't pay us.
No, not to escort him here.
Oh, fuck. Phil goes and sits down and literally just lets his head fucking smack and bounce on the table and then
Oh,
just
good lord.
rests it on the table.
Are they all right?
Well, we were promised payment for our endeavors, and now, you know, our charge doesn't even seem to exist. So
I feel very awkward in this particular situation.
Do not worry.
it's fine. Maybe
I hope
do
this doesn't
members of
reflect on the Cobalt Reserve. We are typically very on the up and up here.
well, do members of the Cobalt still and Reserve usually, I don't know, use Elias's sometimes?
I didn't catch that word. What?
Elias's
Aliases.
like
Aliases.
aliases. Sorry.
It's all good.
English is hard when you're a French speaker.
Hey man, English is hard when you're an English speaker, so don't you worry.
I can't even speak French.
What's words?
Aliases.
As a librarian, no, typically not. We deal with information for the most part and the collection of and histories and such. So accuracy is usually preferred as opposed to lies and deception.
Well, you know, not necessarily as a lie or deception, just, you know, as protection, perhaps.
I mean, I'm not a judge of character. I work at the library, so I don't know.
That's okay. You've been very helpful.
All right. Oh,
what's your
yes,
name?
maps.
Sorry.
Maps. Oh, manners. It's the one thing this library doesn't have in full stock. My name is Zenosh.
Zenosh.
Yes.
All right.
And
Thank you,
should you
Zenosh.
need anything going forward, by all means, request
Well, we-
by name. Yes.
I'll mention this now because, you know, it's a little, awkward about asking that, but we also find ourselves in need of a place to stay. Would perhaps the reserve be able to accommodate the rest of us?
No, and I do mean that sincerely. We're not a hotel or a home.
I don't know.
Guess what?
You're a step. That's okay. Thank you. We'll find if you can recommend any inns, even though that went well because Mr. Brexis is obviously a member of the class because he's the one who recommended the Wayward Pony. Anyway.
Shit.
Yep.
Well, I do know of a few places that you could stay. There's the Wayward Inn. You could stay there. It's not too far from here. It's in the rest. Okay.
That's where
No, thank
Mr.
you.
Brexis had put us to, and we've run into some issues there.
Very bad
Um,
customer service.
Understood. Understood.
So
Wow.
class
Shit.
If we could just
Type of
have a look round. Is this the public part of the library? There's a couple things.
If you go
wanted to
round
look
to
up.
the left side, there's the public entrance there. You can see it there. It's marked with the blue outline. If you stay on the path, deciding on which category you are looking for, the markers on the floor will lead you down to the section that you are interested in. Should you have any questions or certain items that you are looking for, I don't know when this particular accent came into play, but I'm going with it. You can ask one of the people dressed in the same sort of garb as myself, and they would be happy to help you.
Well, thank you very much. Is there any way I can, just compensate you for your help? Or...
Oh, believe me, this is nothing. This is me reading off a piece of parchment. Did you want this dictation? Are you taking notes, or should I write this out for you? Or
Well,
With the maps, I can write everything. Don't worry.
oh, good enough.
mm.
All right. So, from what I can read here,
Fuck.
No
he's
more
doing it.
secrets.
yeah.
Well, we can maybe we can.
Oh, too late. He's already
Library.
reading. Or do you want him to? You can snatch these things out of his hand if you want to. I will give you that.
I was gonna say, well, this is kind of private. Would you mind transcribing them and we'll head out and check the library while you
fair
do
enough.
that.
Fair enough.
And I'll pay, if there's an extra fee for
No. Put your
transcribing.
money away. Put your money away. No, by all means, go about your business in the library. I'll... No offense, but you're easy to spot. I'll come find you when I'm done with the translation, and all yours. Fair enough?
Fair enough, thank you. And I'll just
Wonderful.
grab Nagheim and I'll leave 1 silver piece behind on the desk.
Gotcha. All right.
I'll take that out of my inventory.
So, as you enter, and this is a good thing on Roll20 to kind of help out what I'm about to describe. As you enter down one pathway where all the books are lined up on 2 levels that you can see so far, you see a tapestry painted across the vaulted ceilings. Is that vaulted or what is that?
Yeah, that is all good.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll
thank
do.
you. I don't know the correct terms. Vaulted ceiling. You see a tapestry of histories of Exandria playing out as further down you go. And as they intersect with other ones, they intersect at the perfect time where one timeline syncs up with another one. So the histories are all showing you where each timeline happens in relation to each other.
Ooh, that's clever.
I
like
just
that.
came up with that. So
I love it.
yeah, I do too now. And in between each of the sections, you will see little globes like you do on this floor pattern here that show you star charts, land masses. One in particular that I was quite fond of was that there are desk stations where you can have little wooden banisters that you can place open books on. And then there's a cranking wheel that turns it so another one shows up and different books can be placed there and back and forth. It's literally a fantasy web browser.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Microfiche.
So,
Nice.
depending
I
on
love it.
which path you guys want to go down, let's hear it.
Is there a person in sight that's in the robe, blue robes?
Sure.
Is that Nagheim would go up and be like, excuse me,
Yes.
I'm looking for just any books on the deity of Shar.
Sure. That would be in the religion section if you would like to follow me through this way.
Of course.
And they lead you down to... You've come across a few sections already where, like at the island of Yarnum in the mansion there, where you found like rows upon rows of books that would be along a bookshelf. This is about 10 times that size for even just one god that you're looking for. So, what in particular are you trying to find out relating to Shar?
Phil's very confused. He's like, we're looking for books?
Are you together?
I wanted a private place to talk.
I thought so too, but here we are.
Phil's probably just like following a little bit confused, but looking like he is like laser sighting who's around, where's a private alcove they could all tuck away in. He's just letting Nagheim be the cover.
Okay.
Are anyone in the
However-
library doing this?
No.
Nagheim is like contacting or ways to find like worshippers. That's really what they're hoping to find.
Okay. I can tell you right now, nothing outside of what is commonly known, right? Which means people pray and they hope that their prayers are answered. They go to temples and they hope to hear some sort of voice. There's nothing really out there that says, hey, place these runes on the ground and like summon, you know, the god from the heavens kind of thing. There's nothing really like that outside of those select few that go down the path of a cleric or a paladin.
Well, knowing, like, since, especially with Shard, Nagheim knows that there are no temples, since it's all very hidden. It's just hoping to try to find something that could lead to a clue as to what to look for.
Okay. Well, I'll say, well, here are a few things that may not necessarily steer you in that direction, but how do I say this? Well, here, let me just read this. Okay. So some of the things that you learn about Shar are fairly commonly known things for those who know of her. Shar doesn't bother with the dealings of mortals. Some say she's far too busy writing poetry and crying about how much people prefer her sister over her. So that's one interpretation. Shar is only interested in the corruption of the strong. She sees power and wealth as evil deeds and works her dark dealings to tear down all that mankind has built up. So Nagheim being Nagheim, they know that already there's some inconsistencies, some contradictions within these two things. Lastly, she is described as the savior that walks the night, bringing rest to the tormented and hope to the downtrodden. Shar works in the shadows, seeking out those who hide within to add... I don't know what that says, but it's not the word I meant. Add the world's suffering. Add to the world's suffering. Words. Typos. And to enact some suffering of her own. So the vibe that you're getting from all this is that she's probably not well regarded in most circles. That what knowledge about her is discovered is then contradicted by the following knowledge that you're discovering. So with these inconsistencies, it's almost as if you're perceiving behind things, much like, not to kick a hornet's nest online or anything like that, but things when people talk about the Bible, but they're referring to the King James Bible. That's not necessarily the word of God, but the word of a king. And then kings later, and so on and so forth with this particular religion and this particular writing. So whatever discoveries are made could be interpretations, could be censored. Now, as to how to go about communicating or contacting such an individual, I'd say you'd be probably hard-pressed to find that specific thing in any of these findings here. And if it were something that were possible, probably not available to the public. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everybody's just looking at Nagheim reading.
They're a fast reader, though.
Is like flipping, like going through the pages so fast, just looking at keywords, not even reading the full sentences. They're just picking up all they need to understand the sentence and just flicking through it.
The Goodwill
so
Hunting.
Fast. And the frustration
find a
that is
picture book.
building.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You find one. You actually ask, do you ask someone or you just look for something that looks like a picture book?
I want to grab the first picture book I can find.
Okay. So following the path.
Where are you going? We're not here to read.
She's not listening to you. You find,
Yeah, I know.
you find the pink path that leads you down to the children's section, and you find a thick book, and you can tell by the thickness of the pages, this is a picture book. You pull it out, and the first thing you do, you open it up, and a Palace of Singorn pops out of the book. And as
I
you,
take the book and
Yeah.
I bring it back to the alcove and I just crouch down next to Nagheim and I start reading my books just so that we look like we're all reading.
yeah. And you
But I
pretend at
understand reading.
first, but then you're starting to look at the
No, I-
details, and you're intrigued. So you flip another page and there's Iman. And you can pull little things and little towers pop up. You flip another page and oh, look at this. This is Cragmire. And you pull one and little doors open on the mountainside and there's all the dwarves working underneath there.
Oh, they gotta make that book now. Copyright. I'm gonna be the lead on that project. Okay, is there anyone around? Kelt has been like ultra conspiracy theory, paranoia going on right now. So he wants to make sure they are alone.
Oh, you're looking for just individuals or particular
Just individuals?
Just individuals?
Suspicious people.
I'd make you make a roll, but I think you're intelligent enough to look around and go, hey, there's no one around me right now. So yeah, you're alone.
Okay. I figured this was the safest place for us to talk. We're in a pickle. Now, I was previously talking to Viri via our earrings. There might be a very quick way out of this, but that means we can never come back to Westrun, and we can't ever let the clasp know where we are. But there's a teleportation circle at my mom's friend's place
Be honest.
to sync on.
I'm okay with burning bridges.
Before you guys act so rashly on my behalf, I should explain.
I think you should as well.
I come from Wildmount. I don't know where I come from exactly. Well, I come from the Underdark, of course. But there was political unrest where the Raven Queen was able to make herself more important. The rest of this is speculation. We don't know if any of it's really true or not. But I guess the Raven Queen does believe it's true. My parents had escaped and found refuge. And they all believe that I am potentially destined to be an avatar of Shar. And
That's a big deal.
Is this why this other drow, they serve the Raven Queen, I presume?
yes, and the Raven Queen takes what she wants when she wants. And it seems it's confirmed that she believes that this story of my future, my destiny, is real. I have no idea if it is or not. From what I've been told, my family, my parents specifically, may have been killed keeping me safe. And my mother. And Nagheim just kind of looks at Colt while doing that. Is an enchantress who has brought me up just close by. And
Of the test field?
yeah. But when we arrived there, it was not very big or anything. Developed around us.
How old are you?
47.
47.
Yes, 47. Very young.
God, so young.
Mhm.
And you have so much on your shoulders.
Well, it could all be fake, or it could all be real.
Well,
Well, I mean-
here's my question. What do you believe you're destined to be? What do you want to do in all this?
Find out what happened to my family. Find out what my destiny is.
I guess finding out that you might be the living embodiment of a god is a pretty fucked up thing to grow up with.
But it could be fake.
I mean,
Well, do you?
not to put words in your mouth, but I fucking hope so.
Shar is the goddess of secrets. It's not like she would just let a secret this large get out easily. So either the Raven Queen had excellent informants, or my destiny is to be a distraction while her avatar fulfills their destiny safely.
Wow. Oh, criminy. Oh. Well, that seems like my shit doesn't seem like such a big deal. Yeah, I was noble-born. My family is one of the biggest families in Singhorn. I was supposed to go to military school and decided not to. I sent my dog's body, Franklin, in my stead, and I went to go see the world.
You killed your dog?
No. I sent my dog's body, Franklin, who's a half-orc. A dog's body's like a servant, but not really like a friend. He's like a friend, but he's also an employee. It's a whole thing.
A confidant. Confidant? Confidant.
Sort of, but he's paid to be around me. That sounds awful when you say it out loud. That's neither here nor there, but it can probably help us. Now, hear me out. This is a democracy. Everyone has their say. My idea is to deal with the immediate. If we can, from as far as what I remember about the cult hearing stories, and I got the feeling that Spiraling Fetch was telling us the truth, is that we deal with it. We go steal that shit from that awful judge and give it to them to get that drow off of our back. That means we can move safely through the city, figure out what we do next. Maybe we go to Singhorn, and maybe we can be safe there. My family's got a lot of pull.
Well,
worth a try.
Here's the thing. If we were to skip out on completing our agreements,
I don't think they'll let us. I suggested that to Colt, but they're watching.
plus nothing would stop that elf from letting the Raven Queen know that I'm here. And not on a different continent, like we tried to make it seem. I think we just have to break into a house.
I'm down. The teleportation circle's our last resort.
What happens if we fail, though?
I can take the fall.
Or I could get my parents to come get us.
Well, here's
And
the
he
thing.
reaches down his shirt and he pulls out a ring, which has a crest on it of an axe and an olive branch, I believe I wrote. So long ago. He goes, this means a lot and carries weight.
Well,
If we get caught breaking and entering, I can get us off. But I think it's worth a try. I think we can do it.
here's the thing, though. If we get caught and I can take the fall, that could potentially mean the complete end for me. But that means the Raven Queen will not get me. And who knows what will happen to me if this is all a lie. I am not destined to be this powerful thing.
So you're saying you'd rather be executed or go to jail?
I would rather be dead than end up at the Raven Queen's mercy.
Are they going to... Does the Raven Queen want to kill you because you're going to be the avatar of Shah? Oh, that rhymes.
I believe she will want me as her own. It's power the Raven Queen wants. So, I do not intend to give her that. But I also do not want to endure whatever she will try to put me through to make her, or to make me hers.
This is putting us quite in a pickle now.
Yeah.
I mean, we can...
This pickle keeps getting bigger and bigger. And the Wayland Brexis thing, who could have seen that coming?
My God, that's how many gold down the toilet
Honestly, with
basin?
everything adding up now, yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, do you think it was the... Do you think they saw you in Drina? It saw us working together and said, oh, it would be handy. It's
most
just
likely.
the avatar of Shah. Maybe I'll get them to escort me back to Westrun without Drows waiting. And it was all some big conspiracy.
I
all the
saw
whole
someone
time.
watching us back in Drina. Probably the
Maybe-
same.
You know, when we the librarian said that we stand out, so maybe we need to start dressing down a little bit so we don't stand out off the crowd. Maybe that would help.
I thought I blended in quite well.
I mean,
I point to Nagaim.
Oh, right.
not only am I in white and gold robes, I have very dark skin.
Cat just he just takes his hat off and just does like the
ring toss? Yeah.
Maybe we should switch outfits. You can really hide in this stuff pretty well, see?
I mean, maybe I do just need a new
Makeover.
Nagheim, as
that's-
you catch the hat either on your head or just in your hands, as you pull it down, you get a whiff of Cult's natural scent. Doesn't suit you.
presto, and then pass it back.
Smells like leather and sandalwood, you bastard.
Well,
like
I'm also going to throw in a lot of
Chemistry.
sweat,
Oh yeah.
just
tons
from
of
like,
sweat.
yeah, exactly.
Loads of-
So that
just like
orcish,
white on the interior rim of the hat. Oh, terrible.
yeah, that orcish must mixed in with like
There's
a back hint of like elven.
flourish.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah,
Anyhow, about how much I stink.
so that's the situation I'm in.
That's terrible. Well, we're not gonna let them take you. Why'd you come out here in the first place if you knew all this? And this is not me being accusatory in any sense of the word, but I'm curious. Like, I know Mother wasn't very good, but
Oh, well, it wasn't that she wasn't good. It was just, there's only so much she can do.
okay.
And if I am to fulfill a destiny, I cannot do it from a locked room.
So you want to fulfill the destiny?
I want answers.
Okay.
And the only way I can get answers is looking for them.
Well, you better keep them off your ass and so you can find them.
I keep asking, and Nagheim's just gonna look over at Albert. But I'm
Oh,
starting
Albert's just a bird.
And Albert poofs out.
Oh, it was a bird.
Albert is my familiar.
Oh, well, like a
However-
magical bird, but does it, are they supposed to talk to you?
Familiars can be celestial, fae, demonic entities. And the thing is, when I summoned Albert, it was a black raven. The first time.
And you think Albert's got answers for you?
I don't know. I'll just kind of snap again, and Albert will just poof back. Like,
You see
Sorry,
Albert sign to Cult being like, why doesn't he try sign language?
oh my god! Stop.
I don't know. I say in Thieves Can't,
Yeah.
because that's what you speak.
Holy shit, you speak Thieves Can't?
I absolutely speak Thieves Can't.
This is amazing.
It's so crazy.
We should be best friends.
We are totally best friends.
Okay, but don't tell him. He'll get them. Fuck, point of inspiration. That's what I get for screwing around.
Mhm.
But yeah, Nathan looked like, I don't know if Albert has any connection to any deity, or if it just happened to be a stroke of luck that it is, or misfortune, that it is a black raven. We took it as a sign. I took it as a sign.
That's a whole mess for tomorrow. Are we okay doing this? Breaking and entering. And then maybe dealing with this drow before he's got a chance to, or they, what gender was the drow, was Mystery Drow?
I had it as a he, but we can say they, them.
Sure. We can deal with Mystery Drow
Well,
after we do this.
if, what is his name?
Who are you looking for?
Fetch.
Ah,
keeps,
Spiraling Fetch. She.
If she keeps her end of the bargain up, that drow will not be able to return to the Raven Queen. Because I have a feeling she will still keep her most prized employee close by. However,
Indeed.
I know.
It's even funnier when you know what he was saying.
Oh, is it?
He was saying, I was
Yeah.
trying, but like the way it was said, it was like very exhausted. Like I was trying.
That's my inner monologue the whole damn time. Anyway.
Sorry, Xander.
Not your guys' fault. But if we don't do this, then what's stopping him from letting a message or go through?
Yeah, we've got to stop this then. Where are we gonna sleep? We have till tomorrow to wait before we go get that map.
Well, we can do what I've been doing so far and just camp.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I like that
I don't
idea.
think they're gonna let us leave the city to camp.
Shit. We could do rooftop camping. I did that a few times. I mean, it's not really camping because you don't have any trees, but it's sleeping on a roof. We've
think-
got bedrolls and such.
No matter where we go, we will be watched, so we might as well get it in.
You also have 2 horses.
We absolutely
Yes.
have 2 horses. Potatoes and gravy.
I don't know how that helps, but I'm just pointing it out.
We do. I've been trying to utilize them the whole game, and I'm like, maybe gravy. Nope, that won't work.
Well, I mean, you bought 2 horses. I mean, if you
Well, I took a
bought or
horse.
rented a wagon of some sort, you could probably stay in there. Just throwing it out there.
Mm. Do a stick.
We could just get an inn. They're gonna watch us no matter where we go.
Fair enough. Okay, let's end it up.
I don't want to go back to the inn we were at before.
No,
Let's go to a different
no.
one.
Yeah.
That one was. Yeah, that taste in my mouth still
Hashtag bad memories.
lingers. What's a hashtag?
I don't know.
All right. So what's the game plan?
We find an inn,
All right.
but not the pony.
Fair enough.
I'm
fair
gonna
enough.
check in with Zanosh.
Well, it's funny that you say that because as you guys are kind of, collecting yourself to take off, they run into, oh, good, I found you. All right, so as promised, here is the transcript. Here are the originals, don't forget those. If there's anything else you need, Zanosh, you know where to find me, of course.
Maybe,
Yes.
I don't know who you would tell, but maybe let an authority figure or someone higher up know that someone is using this alias, Mr. Brexis, as
True.
a member of the reserve.
You can rest assured, news has already been put out, and we thank you for letting us know. We don't appreciate someone taking on the Cobalt Reserve name for sinister means. That's not our purpose.
Pay for him to find more prey.
Indeed, I'm also curious as to what text was taken. If it's unaccounted for here, it could be something important.
Did I look at it?
You
Yes, you
did, but you couldn't
did.
read it.
No, but from what I looked at, I could just be like, you know what? Give me a moment.
All
I
right.
can pull out my book and just start writing down what I remember from all of the symbols and such.
All of the
bless your
symbols?
teeny mind.
Anything that I remember
Uh-huh.
from it, I could just start being like, I can give you a clue.
Okay.
And just start transcribing it.
So, because that is a shitload of information, you sit down at a table and quietly try to do your stuff.
As much as I can.
Yep. I'll say cults and
specifically in my book.
Yeah.
My spell book.
and you rip out the pages?
And I'll rip out the pages.
Ooh. Interesting. Well, while
My
you're doing
pages.
that, I will say Rose and Cult, as you two head towards the door, Cult, somebody accidentally bumps into you, and you turn to look as if to say either apology or sneer, depending on your mood.
Sneer.
Sneer? All right. Well, you sneer at somebody who's in like the blue garb and everything like that, and they go,
Oh,
"Oh,
I stopped sneering then. Ooh,
no worries, no
sorry.
worries, no worries. You have a good day." And they walk on by.
I checked my stuff.
Your stuff's all there.
Oh, okay.
Viri, you look at the pages. You're almost hesitating to open it up. The first text reads,
The soul of the betrayer has been sealed within the ethereal sapphire, shattered and spread across 4 continents of this world. One shard is to be sealed away in the continent of Isilra, within the Athavern Enclave.
Athavern Enclave, yeah. You got it.
The clan worships and fears the shard, a suitable barrier for any foolish enough to search it out. Entrust this knowledge to those who would guard it, and suffering to those who would restore this soul.
you are very aware of the location of that shard. The second,
The soul of the betrayer has been sealed within the ethereal sapphire, shattered and spread across 4 continents of this world. One shard is to be sealed away within the scattered islands of the Shattered Teeth, entombed within the very heart of the islands. The path alone is a suitable deterrent. Entrust this knowledge to those who would guard it, and suffering to those who would restore this soul.
and that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh, but there's so much to learn.
I really want to know Cult's first name now.
Oh, it was said several times,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to have been listening.
Somebody's watching the VOD afterwards.
That's how I bring you in.
Dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun,
god!
dun.
And of course, we're mucking around on the break, going. I'm like, oh, good backstory. Meanwhile, Xander's like, nope, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope, and we're like, you're safe. Oh shit, nope.
Nobody is safe. This episode, when you watch this episode back in the future, you're gonna realize, like, oh shit, everybody's involved.
It was Charlie Wall-esque. I was like, oh my god, it's all connected.
I feel like, Jason, you were like, I'm not seeing enough of everyone's backstory, so today I'm throwing it all at you, everyone.
To be honest, no. The only one I was like really chomping at the bit to throw something at was you. Everybody else already has like a taste kind of thing. So yeah. And no word of a lie. Like I realize we're still on the air, but no word of a lie. Like I think I've talked to each and every one aside from you, Fred, where I was like, oh, I hope they're still enjoying this because I haven't touched on their thing yet, but it's coming up soon. I just hope they're not like pissed off that nothing's happening about them. So now we're here.
Pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
We all appreciate it. I'm glad.
I mean,
so
you know my
good.
backstory, so the more we build up to it, the better.
Oh yeah.
It's very mysterious.
So to everybody watching at home, you get the first inklings of backstory stuff going forward.
Oh my gosh. Lord!
I am not going to lie. This is what I have been
Totally
building up towards
boring.
for the longest time. And I'm so excited we're here now. Oh my God. Oh my fucking
Rose
God.
is like a totally boring person. You guys, like, no interesting backstory here. Like,
Uh-huh.
no worries.
Don't look at this elf barbarian.
I totally wrote 6 pages of story for nothing. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
I want to die.
Dude, like, what are we supposed to do with that? Like, you die, we
Yeah.
dead. You don't die, we dead.
I mean,
if you want to die, it's your decision.
I don't know what y'all are supposed to do with it.
Nothing says friendship like, hey, if you want to die, die. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you had as much fun as I think we all clearly did tonight. This was amazing. Don't forget, we're going to be back here next Sunday. Is that for sure? Yes.
I think we're good for next Sunday.
Awesome. Until then, everybody take care. Have a good night. Don't forget to love each other, and we will see you here next week. Good night.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Have safe sex.